Marco.
Yes, sir. We are back. We're here.
Marco. Yeehaw, it's bull wrangling
Yes.
time.
You're fucking poor.
What's up, everybody?
Billions and billions.
We are back. We are back on YouTube's doing a live stream. Yay, we love to see it. Appreciate all you guys being here. Thumbs up the stream, definitely.
Thumbs up the team.
And
I gotta get the bag.
if you want to support Streamlabs link, it's the pinned comment in the chat. I'm trying to build up the war chest, build up some resources to get that editor on, what's the word I'm looking for? On retainer. Get the editor on retainer. It's going to get to a point where my Patreon, all of my Patreon money is just going to go to my editor, and then I can just focus on the channel itself, optimizing that to bring me that bread, ski doodles. So, yeah, shout out to you guys for being here. What's up to everybody watching? User not found, MDub. Hold on, there's somebody else who I can't see for some reason. XXX, not allowed on YouTube. Alus, Mac, Susie, Kylie W, Catalyst RVA Marketing Agency, change the name. Alley Cat, Rodrigo, It Must Be Me, Connor, Sweet Goth, Meek, Kirsten, Rebecca, Natalie, Alex FPV. He says, "Let's go, pussy." Yes.
Billions and billions.
We're here. V. Elizabeth White, Shadow, Tanya Elizabeth. What's up, everybody? Jimmy Moon, appreciate all the members in here, all the mods. Specs, what up? You know what rhymes with World Financial Group? World Financial Poop. Very clever, Specs. That was a bar.
Bars.
What up, Clairelicious? We are back. It always feels like a long time since I last streamed whenever I do the Wednesday ones, doesn't it? Because it's Wednesday happens, and then Friday happens, and then Saturday. You get me. So let's check this out. First things first. First thing is first. I'm going to show you what the update is. Firstly, this is my TikTok. Okay? Oh, LOL. This resources thing is way too fucking big. This is my TikTok, okay? And recently your boy hit 1 million likes on his TikTok. Wow, amazing. But his channel is dying according to Scott and Peter. So, we're going to make it work. But we're here, and check this out. This, all my WFG posts have been doing real well. Look, this video of me speaking at the conference, 719,000 views. Holy. A bunch of more people made video responses to it, or whatever, stitches. This WFG video, 228K. This one, 36K, 16K, 17K, 18K, 17K. This one had over 50K. It was at like 35K, and then I went and logged in, and it said it had a community guidelines violation, and it was taken down. So I appealed the community guidelines violation because it said that I was... First, it said that it was branded content, that I didn't disclose branded content. And I was like, it's not branded content. So I appealed it. It got put back. It was at like 50-some thousand, 54,000 views. And then I checked the next day, and it's down because of a privacy violation. So, what can you do? I reposted it. I've officially submitted. I reposted it, just cutting off the first part because I was like, "Is it the building? Is it me showing the building that got it taken down? I don't know." And I also got more notifications from TikTok. They're reporting other videos of mine. Yay! They're reporting other videos of mine. I'm trying to get it taken down. So, again, everything they do. I've always said everything they do and everything they don't do always proves my point. When they block me, that proves my point. When they try to report my stuff, that proves my point. And then when they do, on the rare occasion, try to actually make argument towards what I'm saying, they also put their foot in their mouth. Which a great example of that is this video, which if you haven't seen this on my channel, you absolutely have to watch this. This is called Debate with Primerica Recruiter Gary Kornegay. This is a rare glimpse into the mind of a veteran MLM pusher. this guy called into my stream one random night at the end of 2021 saying how he was such a big fan of what I do. Sorry, I should set up the context. What do I mean when I say he called in? I was doing a stream where there was a Zoom link pinned in the chat where anyone could just call in and talk to me. It was just like a fun little thing I was doing. And he was the last caller. And he called in saying how he was such a big fan, such a big supporter of what I do because these other companies give the industry a bad name. And I thought, is he talking about like the insurance industry? Like maybe he's a guy who doesn't like WFG because he sells like, you know, insurance for a company that's not MLM. No, it turns out he's been in Primerica over 30 years. And when I asked him, what company are you with? He wouldn't even tell me. That's the first red flag checked off the list. Actually, that's the second red flag. The first red flag would have been him pretending to be like my ally, saying he loves what I do to try to create some sort of differentiation between what he does and what all the rest of them do when they are all quite literally following the exact same model. So you guys definitely got to go watch that video. Incredible video. But more than that, you guys got to thumbs up the stream.
Thumbs up the ting.
Because there's basically 50% of y'all have not done it. And I know math. I'm so good at math, frankly. Great math skills, great numbers. I've got the best numbers. Okay, let's see. What up? Even Stevens, Nick Lombardi, what up? All you members, appreciate you guys. Kendra K, channel is dying, but cocaine sales are up. So true. So true. 5 viewers. Woohoo. Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. Sorry to hear that Envision You is spreading like wildfire. Sorry to hear that. Zeus says you're top of the anti-MLM YouTube food chain, despite building a whole audience, telling them to leave, and then restarting cold. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. As Dominic Izzo says, I'm the leader. And as Scott and Peter say, I'm the poster child. So, you know, I'll take it. What can you do? I'll take it. I guess I'm the GOAT. I guess I'm the GOAT. Obama. Another thing, too, speaking of Obama, is I saw, so trigger warning for anyone here who's going to be bothered just by the sheer mention of somebody's name. Donald Trump is back on Instagram, and dude, this shit made me laugh. He posted the most like weird promo for his presidency, and it's literally just this. Come here. Play it. No. Hold on. Dude, this is incredible. You guys gotta watch this. Ready?
Where's Hunter?
That's it. That's literally it. Where's Hunter is the whole ad. Bro.
Where's Hunter?
Dude, that shit made me fucking laugh. I probably watched that 10 times. I was like, this is your campaign promo? Anywho, what do I have to say about old Donnie T? Well, here's something that we should all consider, okay? This is a pro and a con, right? Is if Donnie goes back into office and becomes El Presidente again, then my job is probably secure for the next 4 years, because I see no way under Trump's administration how any reform is going to come to the multi-level marketing industry. Trump was a huge paid advocate of ACN for a decade. He had his own MLM, Trump University. So if Trump, goes into office again, which, I don't know. I don't follow it that closely. I'm in Canada, but if he goes into office again, you can count on another 4 years of me making content. That's for sure. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Where's Hunter? It's a solid question, says Nick Lombardi. The most tolerable video of him I've ever seen. Nothing like good old friendly rivalry. Very Trump, seems to fit. Yep. Not the job security we want, right? Who cares about da-da-da? Do not say such a thing about Trump. All right. Well, I've already stoked the fire. I've already given several people panic attacks just by mentioning the name Donald Trump. Obama. So, yeah, fuck it, dude. You know what? Can I be honest? I knew it was a mistake, and I still made it. I knew it was a mistake when I came back into the anti-MLM sphere. I knew it was a mistake to try to be cool with everybody, because everybody isn't able to get along, and not everybody is able to put their politics on the back burner in order to come together and fight for a common goal. I was willing to do that. I am able to do that. To this day, none of y'all actually really know what my true political views are, okay? I haven't said nothing about medical-related issues. You know what I'm talking about? I haven't said nothing about women's issues. You know what I'm talking about? I haven't said nothing about, minority groups, laws surrounding that and their rights and privileges. You know what I'm talking about? So true. So, I'm just here. I'm just the anti-MLM guy, bro. I just smile and do my two-step. That's what I do, okay? And I just make silly content on YouTube. But I just thought I would bring it up, the Trump clip, because I thought it was funny. Yay, not letting comedy die in such a dark world, even though people are going to be upset by it, but there's nothing you can do because there's always going to be somebody upset by something, and you're never going to please everybody, so you might as well just do what you fucking want to do. Yay. But the tool scam, though, so true. Marco the commie. Yeah. Now we know you're a lib. Yeah. I'm a libtard, y'all. I'm a libtard. Yeah. All right, let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, there's this first. So first of all, this is the full update. WFG got my TikTok taken down that was making noise, but it doesn't matter. And guess what? In the description of this live that you're watching right now is a link to the same link to the Competition Bureau complaint form. So easy to do. I know you already saw the steps on how to use the report in that TikTok I posted. But just for the sake, let me just show y'all. This is the form. Now, if you're in the US, you can use the FTC report fraud form. And the beautiful thing is this form is even quicker. So let's go. Report now. Is your report about any of these problems? Job, investment, money-making opportunity? Yes. What one? Pyramid scheme. Continue. Look at the progress bar. You're already halfway. You can put in how much money you spent. If you spent money, you could say no as well. Maybe you just had a friend who was in it. Oh, look how much that fills it up to. Look how much. You're basically done. Oh, wow, you're basically done. And then you just basically, I'm saying basically too much. Put the name of the company. You could put the person who recruited you. You could put your own name. It doesn't matter. You're not going to jail if you fill this out. And then you can just put tell your story, 3,500 characters. And you can, I'm pretty sure there's a part where you can attach pictures. If not, still. And you know what I even searched? How many complaints did Vima get? It says Vima, as of July 2014, the FTC only received 170 complaints about Vima. Bro, 170? There's more people watching this stream right now than there were people who reported Vima. And if you guys are not aware with Vima was a company that was shut down in 2015 by the FTC for being a pyramid scheme. Now, does it take time? Does it take at least 1 year, maybe 2 years? Yes. But consider, that was almost a decade ago. 176 comments back in 2014, 9 years ago, when the website for sure wasn't as optimized, social media wasn't popping like it is, anti-MLM content on YouTube was not a thing, and that did it. So imagine, bro, if everybody just from one Think about it. My videos on WFG, I think combined have over 1 million views on YouTube. That's not including all the TikToks, people who have flipped it on there, Reddit, whatever. So, you know, I have to feel like that's one of my regrets, is that earlier on I didn't urge people to report their experiences with certain companies. But anyways, this is the complaint form for Canada. Bro, it's so stinking easy. Did you... No. Okay, cool. Put your info. Put the thing you're complaining against. The details. The money you spent. Or maybe you're not even a victim. Maybe you just want to tell the story about maybe you lost your best friend like I did. I lost my best friend to World Financial Group. So when on this part, I click no and $0. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you for your content. It saved me from the brainwashing I underwent growing up in an MLM family.
Thank you, Megan. And now you're part of a much healthier cult. So welcome to this one. So I put 0, and I just told the story of my, my friend who was brainwashed, and I attached a bunch of documents because, your boy has files. So that's what I did. And, the Competition Bureau, even smaller than the FTC. So
waiting on that Primerica vid. My coworker just shared with me that a church elder at his church tried to get a hold of the church's finances to expand. This elder recruited 6 families into Primerica and used the church as a recruiting ground.
That sounds to me like an FTC report, my friend. I appreciate the bag, and I appreciate you supporting me on my mission. But I'm going to bring it all the way back around to you and say part of my mission, a big part of my mission, huge part, frankly, one of the biggest parts, frankly, is Ivan Estrada is saying that, you got to report. You got to report when you see. You got to snitch in the streets. You got to snitch. Real talk, these companies don't know. The FTC, there's like a few hundred people that work there. Bro, they're responsible for everything that goes on in the entire country. You know how many people are in America? Me neither, but it's a lot. And it's like a few hundred people has to govern every crypto scam, every Ponzi scheme, every pyramid scheme, every little bullshit gig opportunity that doesn't actually turn out to be anything. Like, how on earth could they figure out how to sift through it and what to prioritize unless people directed them in one place or another? You know the saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, let's create some fucking smoke then. So, let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. And then I'm going to show you a funny video of one of our favorite people who I actually saw at the gym today. I thought maybe he wasn't showing his face at the gym, but he is. He is showing his face at the gym, which I love to see. And, I saw our boy Jarek at the gym today. He didn't say dick to me, and probably was the smart thing to do. Let's see. What are y'all saying in the chat? Julie Anderson, what up, Julie? I'm going to fill out that form. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, go fill it out. Whatever the company was, fill out a form. Fill out a form. Because even if it's not the company I'm focused on, shedding light on at the moment, reporting MLM companies in general will create a trend where it's like undeniable for the FTC to be like, okay, this is like an industry-wide problem. Believe me, they know. Believe me, they know. They know. Everyone knows. If you haven't listened to Robert Fitzpatrick's book, Ponzi-nomics, I highly recommend it. As a matter of fact, I actually set up an affiliate, like Amazon affiliate link. Is that added to the... I'm going to need to add that to the description of this video. But I now have Amazon affiliate links, and I talked to Robert about it. He's cool with it. I have Amazon affiliate links now for the audiobook and physical copy of Ponzi-nomics. So if you use those links, I will be, what's the proper verbiage? There's like a proper disclosure verbiage I'm supposed to give. I will earn as a part of the affiliate program or something like that. So you're not supposed to say things like use my link because that will be supporting me, even though it's obvious that you using an affiliate's link would be supporting them. But you're supposedly not supposed to say that. So I'm not going to say that. But I have affiliate links for that book if you want it. And he talks about the whole history of it. And I was just listening to that part over again today in the gym. about how MLM even came to be legal through this like 1979 court decision that wasn't even like a federal court or Supreme Court. It just through lobbying has slipped through the cracks decades on. 1979 was that ruling. And now any company that gets in trouble, any MLM company, their first defense will be to say they operate according to the Amway rules, the 1979 Amway rules that the FTC at the time decided were permissible and have made no changes to. And it's really unfortunate because there's an infinite amount of reasons, but, because it is a scam. So, thank you, Munda Canadian. Appreciate you. Yeah, they have allowed it to be this way. And in order for them to actually do something about the overall issue, it would mean repealing not only, 79, 89, 99, 09, 19, 40, 43 years, 43 years of laws, and thus making hundreds of MLM companies illegal, not just Amway, because that's the head of the snake, essentially. So, yeah, very tricky situation. As Bill Keep said, they will not go quietly. Eventually I do believe that the public outcry will be so overwhelming that these companies will just start to struggle so much financially, or that the government would be, the embarrassment would be too great a burden for them to not do something about it, that they would have no other choice. But yeah, the MLM industry, they will not go quietly. They will not go quietly. This is a huge behemoth of an industry, bigger than the movie industry. So, it's going to take time, but for sure. Meek says this community has a lot more pull than we think. So true. So true. Because the way, it is cool. It is a mini victory when the FTC shuts down an MLM company. But usually they're shutting down MLM companies for things like wealth claims that are untrue and health claims that are untrue. But in terms of the actual, no, address what the real problem is. The real problem is the system itself. It is not just, this company is just, not one that just had bad apples. It is the whole thing. It is the whole enchilada. And it's a shame because there's nothing stopping an organizer of a scheme from jumping from one company to another. For example, this is totally historical, factual, what I'm about to say. So no defamation here. Alex Morton was probably the biggest promoter of Vima. This was in the early 2010s where social media, Facebook, Instagram, it was new. People were promoting Vima on social media like nothing you had ever seen before with the YPR, Young People Revolution, Young Professionals Revolution. When that company, Vima, was shut down, Alex Morton basically feigned ignorance and said, I didn't know anything about it being a pyramid scheme, even though he was like one of the main, probably the biggest beneficiaries of that compensation plan. And then he went to another company, UNES, which was about skincare, but it was an MLM. The very next year, 2015, they get in trouble from the FTC. So he moves again to the company that I made a couple of videos about in 2021. So, and then we saw David E. Monetier when I did that stream on him last month where I was talking about his new company, Envision You. He's the CEO now. Even these guys don't seem to have consequences even when the companies are shut down. The guy who was in charge of Vima, the actual CEO, is a guy named BK Borrego. Bro, when Vima was shut down, BK Borrego only ended up having to pay a small amount of a bigger fine. Like he was issued, I think, a $200,000 fine, only had to pay a small chunk of that, and then was free to go on and is now promoting another MLM. And prior to that was in an MLM. So, it's a tangled web we weave. And hopefully, I'll be able to make some impact that actually is helpful before they assassinate me. And I mean, I know I already have. I was just talking to somebody today on Instagram who, her and her boyfriend were in WFG, and she thanked me for being willing to talk to her and reach out like on a one-on-one basis and help her stay away from it. And I was very proud. Her and her boyfriend are now pursuing other opportunities with legitimate, actual sales companies. And that's beautiful. You know, that's a real example of knowing you made the world a better place. How many people can say that? How many people have an altruistic hobby or career that they're in where people every day tell them you're doing God's work, thank you for this, thank you for that. It's amazing. I'm not saying that to big up myself. I'm just saying I hope that that can continue on a much grander scale before they assassinate me. Yeah. Kira says, hey Marco, what kind of impact would there be if the FTC made it mandatory for MLMs to disclose their income statements, saying that 99% of people fail in the company before their recruiting meetings? That's a really good question, Kira Lamb, and that deserves a response. And you know what? I'm thinking I'm even going to do a video. No, I am going to do a video just going through the entire list of all of the MLM excuses and false equivalences that they make to try to defend them. We're a very highly regulated business. We have a license. We're partnered with this agency, that agency. Pyramid schemes are illegal, and on and on and on. And the one that I'm reminded of by your comment, Kira, I'm reminded of two things. First, I'm reminded that only 129 of y'all out of 213 have clicked like on the stream.
Thumbs up the ting.
So thumbs up the ting. And the next thing I'm reminded of, Kira Cam, is that in MLMs, they love to say things like, yeah, so what 99% of people fail? 50% of marriages fail. Is marriage a scam? As though there is any comparison between a business opportunity where they tell you from the jump that this is the greatest income opportunity in the world, where you have the potential to achieve financial freedom and make millions and millions of dollars, and all you have to do is recruit everybody you know under the sun and get them to do the same thing, with marriage, a union between two people that does not promise you any of those things. So the expectation setting is a huge part of it. And also, the marriage statistics are unfortunate. 50%, that's essentially a coin flip. It doesn't seem to be a very stable institution, but there are many, many factors that contribute to marriage insecurity: social media, economic issues, etc., etc. Marriage itself is not designed for 50% of people to lose. It is not a guarantee that 50% of people will end up in divorce when they get into a relationship or when they get married. Marriage, divorce rates used to be much, much lower. Whereas with MLMs, the failure rate has always been 99%. It has always been built into it since the very beginning. That's the second point. Another layer to why this is a false equivalence is because saying that something else is a scam doesn't make the thing that you are talking about not a scam. So imagine I was standing there in front of a judge and I was being tried for, let's say, drug dealing, since Scott and Peter love to use that one.
Marco!
And let's say I was being tried for my drug trafficking crimes. And instead of me dealing with the issue at hand, I said to the judge, well, judge, that guy murdered somebody. And it's like, okay, well, exactly what the judge would say. It's like, we're talking about you. Other crime exists. Other scams exist. Other, bad statistics exist. It does not negate the thing at hand. And I've experienced this firsthand so many times, where I'm on an Instagram live arguing or debating with somebody from an MLM, and they say, you know what the real scam is? College. And I go, hey, you know what? There's some great points to be made there about why the traditional education system is maybe not the best option for a lot of people in present day times. Totally. But that's a deflection from what I am actually talking about. So to answer your question, Kira, what kind of impact would it make if the FTC made it mandatory for MLMs to disclose income statements saying 99% of people fail? Well, first of all, one, how would you enforce that to make sure they're actually doing it at the small scale? Two, let's look at cigarettes. Robert Fitzpatrick makes this comparison in the book Ponzionomics. Cigarettes have warnings on them, and you're also not allowed to advertise cigarettes conventionally, like on television. So cigarettes, people know cigarettes are bad for them, but cigarettes are sold with the allure of it being cool, you know? So people know cigarettes are bad and there's no way around it, and people still choose to smoke cigarettes. Will people still choose to do MLM? In my opinion, yes, because unfortunately, the way that MLMs indoctrinate people are not through stats and facts and logic. It is through social proof. Look at my car, look at my watch, look at my Instagram. I'm here on the plane, I'm here on the yacht. This guy I know made $1 million, blah, 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 blah. That's what it's always been about. It's always about the emotional sell. So I think disclosure would be a good baby step on the journey towards the overall abolition of MLM completely. However, the answer is, I think it would be an insignificant impact. I'm not saying I don't want it, but I think these MLM is like, it's like a virus that mutates, you know. If they did have to give disclosure, they would say, hey man, 99% of people fail, but that's because, you know, they would just reaffirm it with the, you know, losers never, only losers quit. What's the saying? Quitters never lose, losers never quit, right? So the 99%, they'll just say that, you know, Nathan in my ACN video had a great example. He goes, oh yeah, well, what happens if somebody tells you that they did ACN and it didn't work out for them? Well, you know what I think about that? Well, I have a friend who had a membership to the gym and he's still fat. Does that mean the gym doesn't work? Total false equivalence, right? Because the gym, getting into better physical shape, actually does depend on you and your effort. Like marriage, depends on the abilities of the people in it. You got to eat right. You got to exercise. You got to be consistent. You got to sleep well. You got to drink water. You got to cut alcohol, cut soda. So, of course, the gym works. But if you make this comparison between MLM, where you are predestined 99% to lose, with the gym, it makes it sound like it's a lot more logical. You know, even in my my debate with Gary Kornegay that I talked about earlier, the guy in Primerica, he goes, you know, what do you mean by losing money, Marco? What do you mean people lose money? If I go to the movie theater and I didn't like the movie, did I lose money? And I said, well, the movie isn't guaranteeing you. And then he said, no, it is. Every commercial for every movie says it's the biggest blockbuster of the year and this and that. And at the time, I was like not all the way, I was a little bit rusty with my MLM debate skills. And what I should have said to him at the time was, the difference is that watching a movie is entertainment. You know what it is. If you don't like it, that's a built-in risk, okay? You might not like the movie. And in all likelihood, the movie theater would refund you your ticket if you really hated it. It's not a big deal. Going to the movie theater is not a business opportunity that I have been pitched, that I have to then recruit other people to come see the movie to make money, and the movie is going to make me millions of dollars. It is an absolute false equivalence. They just make it sound clever. So that was the long answer to your question, Kira Cam. The long answer is, I think that they would just get more clever in how they get around that disclosure. They would say something like, well, more than 50% of people are obese, 50% of marriages end up in divorce, X amount of percentage of people who graduate from college never end up finding a job in that field, and on and on and on and on. So, you know, there's a saying, every minute there's a sucker born. And every year, virtually every minute, usually only in June, there is thousands of kids, hundreds of thousands of kids graduating high school who are now 18 or about to turn 18, who could sign up for an MLM company. And these are people who are at a stage in their life where they're looking for what they want to do. A lot of them don't know what they want to do. People are seeking validation. Young men especially, I think this is what happened with my friend who joined WFG. He was from a working class Hispanic family. He was a young man. What do young men want? They want to look cool. They want to make money. They want girls to like them. And, you know, what I saw in that meeting, at the WFG meeting he invited me to, that's exactly what they were promising. You're going to have this car. You're going to make this much money. You're going to go on this trip. You're going to dress, you know, spiffy, and you're going to look like this, and you're going to exude that. And, yeah. So I think they would just get more clever with it. That's the answer. Clip that. That's a 20-minute fucking explanation video right there. But still report. Still report. Okay. Thumbs up the stream too, guys, please.
Thumbs up the king.
227 watching, only 154 likes. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make mathematical sense. So, let's see. Appreciate you, Ronald Earl Wilshire. Appreciate you being here. Jana says, I report WFAB and Jessie Lee weekly. They make it easy. Nice. That's good. I wonder what iGenius is going to change their name to this time when they get shut down. Yeah, they were Kuvera before, right? I report to the rip-off, tip-off hotline for UK. Nice. Thank you, sweet goth. Jordan Tupper, what up? Don't you get a cut if you report to the IRS? I'm not sure about that. I know the SEC has a whistleblower program. Shout out to Harry Markopoulos, the guy who exposed Bernie Madoff for even getting that set up. Maybe the FTC will have one for that too. That'd be nice, huh? So yeah, get Ponzinomics. Let me see if I could even post my affiliate links here in the description of this live right now. Ivan, thank you.
Can you do the Jessie Lee impression with the eyebrows? Too accurate. Also, how did you find out about Peter and Scott?
I don't know the Jessie Lee impression. Thank you, Saad. It's relative. Yeah, thank you, Saad. Appreciate it. How did I find out about Peter and Scott? I found out. So first of all, I have a video on my channel. If you go to the live tab, there's a video from last month about the origin of the beef with Scott and Peter, where I explain. But Scott Johnson emailed me to come on their radio show, and I politely declined after seeing that it had no listenership. And then he kept pushing and pushing, and then I just told him, go fuck yourself, basically. So here, let me go ahead and edit the description of this stream here really quick, and tell me if you guys can see this. I'm going to post this here. This is Ponzinomics paperback for Canada, audiobook Canada, paperback USA, audiobook USA. Unfortunately, there's different links for all of them, which is kind of poopy, but check it out. All right. Marco using affiliate links, scammer, so true. All right, let's see. I'm reading your guys' comments here. I'm not ignoring you. I know this is exciting. Is there a way to criminalize the actions of the MLM top dogs in some other way without having to change the business laws? Absolutely. That way would be reporting them to the FTC for either health claims, which are, easy enough to spot, or lifestyle claims. In most cases, the stuff that people, even the highest ranked people in MLM companies, are posting on their Instagram story are violations of their own internal social media guidelines handbook. And the FTC also has their own criteria where basically they're looking at the social media of a person in an MLM or whoever, whatever it is they're promoting. In this case, we'll say MLM. And they're looking at what does the income disclosure statement say about how much people in the company are actually making? What is the expectation? Are they providing a disclosure of some kind that says, hey, this Lamborghini isn't the typical result? Well, for Primerica, for example, Primerica says that the average earnings, you guys can see this? From January 1st through December 31st, 2022, Primerica paid cash flow to sales representatives at an average of $74.79. That's annually. That's for the whole year, January 1st to December 31st, which includes commissions paid on all lines of business, meaning overrides, your downlines, to licensed representatives. Figures include U.S. and Canadian dollars remaining in the local currency earned by the rep, not adjusted for exchange rate. So that's for U.S. and Canada, not exchange rate, $74.79. So let's do some math. $74.79 divided by 12 months is $623 a month, divided by 4 weeks, $155 a week. So $155 a week is the average And that doesn't include expenses. So $155 a week does not include money you spent on the sign-up fee. Right there, that's $155 gone easily. Doesn't factor in the money you spent on the licensing, the state government license that you had to get to sell insurance. It doesn't factor in if you went to one of the conferences, if you paid for tickets to that. It doesn't factor in your expenses for traveling to one of those conferences, flight, hotel, Uber, food, etc. It doesn't factor in the cost of gas that you might have used to like get to the office, go meet with people in their kitchen to pitch them Primerica, go for coffee. It doesn't include the price of that or the coffee. It doesn't include the opportunity cost of your time that you spent doing things related to Primerica that weren't centered around actually closing a sale, actually taking in money. So messaging people on Instagram, phone calls, Zoom calls, time that you're sitting there in the office doing mindset trainings, which some of those you even end up having to pay for. So, and think about all those hours you would spend. If you had been spending those hours at a minimum wage job, you would have been making probably more than this already. Let's say the minimum wage here in Canada where I am is $15. $15 an hour. Let's say you work 40 hours a week. That's $600 a week already. So I don't even need to stretch it out. I don't even need to stretch it out over the course of the year. Already minimum wage, even if I had lowered that number, would have been greater than $155 a week. And that also, you also have to consider the biggest thing, which is that average means the midpoint between the highest and the lowest, right? You add up the total earnings of everyone, and then you divide by the number of people there are, okay, to get the average. So in order to figure out how ridiculous this number really is, consider this. Ask yourself this question. What is the average earnings between you and Jeff Bezos? It's just half of Jeff Bezos, because the amount of money you earn in comparison to Jeff Bezos is so insignificant that it might as well be zero. And you have to consider that in Primerica or any MLM company, there are those few people at the top. If it's a big company, usually it's 100 people. There's that group of 100 or so people at the top that actually is making more than six figures a year, in some cases $1 million or millions. There's one guy who I know of that's in Primerica who claims that he's making $1 million every single month in Primerica. So even just him alone, if he's making $1 million a month, that's $12 million a year. Think about how abysmal the earnings have to be for most people in the company in order for the average to end up at 155. What this means is most people are losing money. If you actually wanted to have, if you got rid of all the people who are actually in the green, the average would be negative. So, it's about money. This is a game about money. Unfortunately, the money of the victims is real. And the people in charge, the people who make the money, use that blood money to hire lobbyists, congresspeople, etc. Lobbying, another word for bribery. Interesting thing how that works. So let's hit the Streamlabs link in the chat before they assassinate me. How about that?
I got to get the bag.
But yes, to answer your question, Bartzak, there is a way to criminalize the actions of the MLM top dogs without having to change the business laws. The FTC actually said, here, this is a release from the FTC from 2021. They said, FTC puts businesses on notice that false money-making claims could lead to big penalties. Notice of penalty offenses can trigger large civil penalties from multi-level marketers to providers of gig work. Okay, so let's see the list. It says more than 1,100 companies, and the agency is placing them on notice. They could incur significant civil penalties, up to $43,000 per violation, meaning in theory, per Instagram story with the Lambo, which think about how many of those I see every single day. Per Instagram story with the Lambo, $43,000 to the company, not to the person. if they or their representatives make claims about money-making opportunities that run counter to prior FTC administrative cases. Meaning, they are going to look back at their case law to see, okay, how much money are people in this company actually making? How much money are people in MLMs actually making? Et cetera, et cetera. And so if you go to the list will show you the names of the companies it has on notice. And among those names are, let me go to it. Where's the list? Oh, litigated determinations. Okay, so this is the precedent that they're using. Holiday Magic, Encyclopedia Britannica, Von Schrader, Washington Mushroom, Universal. Okay, so these are what they're using to make their decision. Okay, so let's see. List. I think I actually opened the wrong thing. Apologies. Here it is. Here's the full list. Receiving the notice. See if you recognize it. Somebody throw out the name of an MLM company. So I'm going to search Amway. Oh, there's Amway. Let's search Primerica. Oh, there's Primerica. Let's search PHP. Oh, there's PHP. Let's search ACN. Oh, there's ACN. Let's search Pruvit. Oh, there's Pruvit. Let's search World Financial Group. World Financial. Oh, there's World Financial Group. Let's search, I don't know, name one. Virtually every single MLM company in existence was placed on this list because they know, and I think this was a beautiful thing. This is like what I talked about, one of the baby steps towards justice being served, which is why I think when you make your report to the FTC, have some screenshots from the Instagram story of a person, preferably a person who's high up in one of the MLM companies. These are not hard to get. It's hard for the FTC to get because they have limited staff, limited resources. They don't have people sitting there watching Instagram stories all day. If they did, it would be a fucking wrap, believe me. But, you know, I have been monitoring a certain company for the past 5 months, getting nothing but screenshots and screen recordings with wealth claims. And I have this whole big folder. Anyways, I don't want to say too much, but, you know. I'm reading your comments. Appreciate you. Why not review? Jessie Lee Ward says the 99% statistic isn't accurate because of how many people just sign up for the discount. Well, I've heard that before too, Katya. And my response to that would be the burden of proof should be on the company to prove that those people are actually just what they call preferred customers or VIP customers. Prove that those are people who actually give a shit about the product, especially when, if you consider it, most MLM products, I can't think of one MLM product that is unique, that has some abilities that a competing product that you could get on Amazon or at Walmart or Target doesn't have. It's usually just lotion with their own label slapped on it, essentially. Lotions and potions, that's where this term comes from, right? So, you know, and they're not advertising on TV, on social media, so how did these people hear about it? You're telling me that there are so many customers that the 99% factors in the people who just signed up for the discount? Well, why would they have to sign up at all if they're just a customer? Thank you, Bart Zach, for joining the cult. Appreciate that. Why would they have to sign up, period, if they are just a customer? You know, the burden, you know, it's just, it leads to more questions. Their answers just lead to more questions. It's like, it'll drive you crazy. It really will. Wow, Bardzak, no way. 10 members? Bardzak, big up to Bardzak, everybody. That's amazing. Gifted 10 memberships. Bro, thank you so much. That's incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Genius. I genius. Wow. Thank you, ASAP FMM, as well, for the compliment. Let's see. Yeah, as though that many people are like, nah, I'm just choosing to not make any money. So true. They still want them to recruit, but now they will get peanuts. Their check still depends on how much their downline sells, which sounds to me like it's team volume. Yeah, I mean, even the word sell, Jaina, in this instance means buy. Sell means buy. Because you are getting, like, if I'm in an MLM, right, I'm getting paid when my downline purchases. We don't know if they sold anything. Do you follow me? Let's say I'm in an MLM company, Monet or whatever. I'm not going to use a specific name, actually. Let's pretend I'm in an MLM where people are buying starter kits, right? If somebody buys a starter kit that has an assortment of products in it, lotions, potions, skincare, whatever, how would anybody besides that person know whether they sold it or whether it sat in their garage? This was the phenomenon inventory loading that was well documented in the Lula Rich documentary and the several YouTube documentaries about LuLaRoe on YouTube. Women were purchasing, right, as part of their quota because their own purchases counted as PV, personal volume. So their purchases translated to points, which translated to their rank, which translated to how much commission they were eligible to earn. So they were essentially paying themselves a commission of their own purchase. Okay, so let's say I'm running a downline where it's the same model. People are buying starter kits. I am getting paid when I make a sale, right? Who am I making the sale to? The people below me. Now they're holding on to the product. Whether they sell it or not, whether they sell it to somebody who wants the shampoo doesn't put money in my pocket. What puts money in my pocket is them continuing to buy from me. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's a sale, but for them, it's buying. So when you say sales, am I really selling if all that my sales equate to is my downline buying? You know, this is such a fundamental thing of MLMs, is just like changing the language of something in order to mean something new so that it now fits your twisted reality. This is like, you know, if you've ever dated a girl before, you've probably had your fair share of experience with changing the definition of something so that what they said was technically true. Did you cheat? No, I just gave him head. You know, an example, right? Thankfully, that specific scenario has never happened to me. I've never been cheated on as far as I know. But it's about as absurd as something like that. It's about, sorry if you have children watching, it's about as absurd as somebody saying something like that. I didn't cheat. You know, we just went on a romantic getaway and we made love for 2 weeks. You know, it's changing the definition of something so that it is technically true from their perspective. It's just nonsense. So, yeah, you know, it's not even sales. Definitely listen to or read Ponzinomics. Marco, do you like me? Yes, thank you, Paquita Ruby. Appreciate you.
Do you like me?
Thank you for being here. Jimmy Moon, it's giving me flashbacks of a recent relationship. If I ever tried to bring up his behavior, he'd always say, well, you have flaws and you're not perfect. Yeah, classic deflection. Cindy says, the government makes tons of money on cigarettes, right? How would tighter regulations affect the government? I'm not sure if I understand your question, but yeah, the government, they're making their money, you know? And it's also a loop, sort of, like the MLMs are funneling money into lobbying Congress people, the same Congress people who decide the FTC's budget. So it's sort of like, in an indirect way, the MLMs control the government. You know what I mean? They control the FTC to a degree. So at least that's how I see it. Julie says, education is so important. I had no clue about MLMs. How I slipped through without knowing about pyramid schemes is beyond me. Hey, well, that's why it's important what you're doing, Julie. Keep it up. Some of them sound good, though, and that's the real threat, honestly. Yeah. Another tough part about the whole thing is, well, they were very nice to me. Let me ask yourself this question. Has there ever been a scammer who wasn't nice? It behooves a scammer to be nice. It's part of their MO. They're trying to sell you. They need you to think they're nice to gain your trust so they can fuck you. That's the whole point. You wouldn't be a very good scammer if you were like, don't talk to me. If you were a dick, you need to be nice. So, but again, it's disarming to people because people like to trust. And people like to thumbs up the stream.
Thumbs up the king.
Even though 60 of y'all haven't done it. But it's all good. Marco, what's up, everybody? What's up?
Marco.
What up, Tan? You said, Marco, I watched Mario with you. Oh, were you in the theater, Tan? I was there with my nieces. Cool. Glad you didn't assassinate me. At first, iGenius was Wealth Generators, then Kuvera, and now it's iGenius. Can't make it up. What kind of protein am I drinking? I'm drinking Vega Sport Protein. It's a vegan protein powder. Not because I'm vegan. I'm not vegetarian anymore. I was for 5 years. But I just like the taste of it better. That whey protein, man, there's just that whey taste and that whey smell that I don't like. I even tried recently to buy the Chips Ahoy flavor of Ghost Protein, the whey protein powder, with actual like chocolate chip bits in it. And it was just, I just couldn't do the whey taste. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Sorry. Yeah. Opportunity cost so huge, Alex, so huge. Eliza says, my upline's upline did her taxes a few days ago and said she made $1,000 for doing jack all last year. Wow. Insane. After watching you on 2x speed, it sounds like you talk so slow, right? Yeah. Gang, Wagwan, Joseph. Reagan, what up? They should have to show the mean, median, and mode. Yeah, MLM companies should be required to graph the earnings on a parabola using a graphing calculator, sine, cos, tan, as well as find the hypotenuse. That's what I think. Yeah, you guys can go look up that FTC notice yourselves as well if you want. Okay, I'm scrolling because I'm behind. Let me scroll in the chat. Thank you again for the 10 gifted memberships. That was really cool, Bart, Zach. And welcome to all the new members. Kirsten, Misha, Catalyst, Ron, Giselle, Justin, Julie, Tasha, Lauren, Hall, and that's it. That was dope. 11 new cult members for real. What up, Bug? Bart Zax has been watching for a few years. I owe you for a lot of great entertainment and the righteous work you're doing. Thank you. So true. Let the love bombing commence on our new members. Yes. What up, Chemist? Lisa, what up? In my old MLM, this is Claire Licious saying this, they stressed 200 personal volume because that's the sales. Insane. Many of those that sign up for the discount are encouraged to. So 1, the MLM friend earns her ranks. 2, her MLM friend can earn commission. 3, so the MLM has leverage to make you work it. So true. Eliza says, I don't want to defend MLMs here, but in Monet, you can only get a certain amount of product a month before corporate reaches out. Yeah, technically, but what's stopping you from making a ghost account and front loading through that? Put in your dog's name. How would they know? You know? But that's just, that's just to cover their own ass. Wow, inventory is huge. Inventory loading huge in Avon. My upline had over 10 bands of product in her home. Wow. What up, Jared? Thumbs up the stream. Yeah, you guys, 50 of y'all haven't clicked like. Scott and Peter would be excited about that tidbit. Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't cheat. I just have another boyfriend. Y'all are playing co-op. So funny. Marco talking about Winkies. Yeah, I never want to hear Winky again. Love it. Sometimes, you guys, I read your comments after the fact. Like, some of you guys go and replay the stream after the fact. And so funny. Some of you guys that leave, like, multiple comments, I'll be reading them when I'm at home, and I just laugh. You guys are funny. Misha, thank you, Misha. Real talk, Marco, I'd never, but knowing how it all works, I sometimes imagine how much money I could make now, knowing how it works, but I have morals. So true, so true. My family say I'm overreacting when I tell them to stop taking Herbalife supplements. Well, Keep trying, Even Stevens. All right. Oh, Cindy says, you were making comparison of regulations on cigarettes to regulation on MLMs. I was wondering how tightening regulations on MLMs would affect the government. It wouldn't. I literally don't think it would. Somebody in the government would be able to say, look, we did something. But yeah, I don't think it would actually change anything. Maybe we should sign up WFG members to Scientology mailing lists. Nah, we don't play the games they play. We fight using the truth, and we fight fair and square. What's wrong with whey, bozo? I just don't like the taste. Congrats, Nerds Loft, hitting 12K on TikTok. Okay, I'm catching up here. I'm catching up. Are you drinking Vima? Yes, totally. Drinking some Verve. Can I get a his mama is right here? I think I got it. Let me see. Where is it?
His mama is right here.
There you go. Eliza, yeah, best of luck for BFR. Also, don't you think it's weird how MLMs seem to think McDonald's is the only job out there? Yeah, that's the one they love to bring up. I actually had an idea for a skit, and like a TikTok skit, and the skit is if McDonald's was a pyramid scheme. And it's basically like, I'm the cashier at McDonald's, but I'm not getting paid because I didn't recruit enough cashiers who purchased Big Macs. Some shit like that. Okay, I'm almost caught up here. Tinky Winky. Just found out my mom's still buying Plexus. Jesus. Get her out, Meek. What up, coconuts? All right. Andrea, what up? One of the things that got me was when they said Warren Buffett bought Pampered Chef. Yes, that is true. He is. He looks to get bag, and he don't give a fuck about nothing else. And my Big Mac is $45, yeah. All right, let's check this out. This is our boy was on a podcast, if you want to call it that, at this restaurant here in town. I don't know why it was posted twice. But anyways, here, if this stream gets taken down because they claim this, that would be poopy. But I'll transform it somehow. I'll not show the whole screen. But let's check this out. This is our boy Jarek. I saw him at the gym today. This is our boy Jarek, who I definitely, not even sarcastically, who I actually didn't do anything to, and he was unsuccessful in getting me kicked out of the gym. Although, good try. And let's check out his interview here. 3 minutes. Let's check out his interview here. Oh. On March 11th, the All I Ever Wanted podcast crew held a brunch for fans at Central Social Hall. This is a restaurant downtown. At night, it becomes like a club or a bar. All right. Here we go. Let's see.
Welcome back to the All I Ever Wanted podcast. We did something a little different today. We put a call out to the city to come down for brunch here at Central Social Hall. You know this is where we film, but today we're doing it in front of this sign behind the bar, which is super cool. And we thought, you know what? We'll open up the mic to anyone who wants to come talk to us about whatever they want to talk to. You got your 3 minutes, like we promised you. And we don't cancel anybody. We can talk about absolutely anything. So, first guest here, his name's Jarek. I'm going to throw it to him. Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about you? What do you want to talk about?
All right. Well, thanks for having this brunch today,
problem.
Chris and Mac. That's very generous of you guys.
Keep watching this. Keep watching this.
I'll just talk real quick. I run a charity hockey game here in the city. This will be our 10th year coming up on April 1st.
Wow.
I started this about 12 years ago. We missed a couple of years. There's COVID and whatnot. But we raise money for the Stollery. So we play a game of mediocre to bad hockey at the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall.
At least you're honest. Cool.
Yeah, Edmonton versus Calgary. It's just our offices or in the financial business.
In the financial business. How a grown man, how can you even fucking cap like this, just not even, never mind that you're on camera doing it. How, just between you and God, how do you say shit like this? The financial business said no one ever who is actually in a financial field of any kind. Yeah, you know, the financial business. Remember Mark Grable, the guy from Success by Design in my WFG Part 4 video, where he says, it's our financial firm, financial business. What is it? What's the name? What's the name? Fucking insanity. You can't make this shit up. You know, what do I think about starting a satirical pyramid scheme as a form of a movement? Yeah, I've thought about it, but that would probably blow up in my face. You know, how much does Jarek bench? I did not see that. He was on the calf press today when I seen. Follow no one. Yeah, there's a bunch of signs at that place that like girls just post on their Instagram story, and it's for nothing else. They open a mic in the MLMers Stampede, right? Camera focusing on the mugs, not the interviewer and interviewee. I love it. We're in the business of business. First rule of WFG, never talk about WFG. Yeah. You can ask any questions unless you're anti-MLM. Yeah. I would have been laughed out of the room if I had said that. No shit. All right, let's keep watching.
And so afterwards, we do a reception at the Fantasyland Hotel. We've got a live band, that type of thing. But it's pretty cool because we're going to hopefully cross this year 500,000 given to the Stollery in the past 6, will be our 7th
$500,000
time doing this for the Stollery. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Good on you, bro. That is awesome. What's the date for that?
April 1st.
April 1st.
No April Fool's joke either. So.
Wow, that's a couple. What are we sitting at right now? That's 3 weeks away.
Yeah, it's a few weeks away. So we're just, you know, if anyone's watching this and, you know, wants to support the event through silent auction items or donations, then feel free to reach out to me. It's Jarek Chin on my Instagram handle, so JarekChin, or just search me on Google. You'll find my contact.
We'll make sure Producer Mac puts the links up for you.
Cool.
Anything else you want to say? What's going on? You got anything else you're winning at life? What's going? I heard you have a Tesla. You want to talk about that?
That's all good. It's good on gas. We'll say that.
It's good on exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, brother. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
How many times has he used that? How many times has he used the "it's a good on gas" line about his Tesla? Just a little party gag, little party trick. I want to go through this channel and see if there's more. This is in Edmonton, by the way. This is where I live. I'm really out here in the real world. I wonder if there is MLM related, more MLM people on this. Oh, man. No. Okay. Very, very little. Anyways, the financial a grown man, a grown adult man. A grown man. He's in good shape, though. I'm not even gonna attack him personally. He's in good shape. He looks good. You know. So, anyways, let's see. I'm gonna bring this up now. $500,000. He says that they're up on. About to approach. Let's look and see. Somebody sent me this on Patreon. Almost pulled my hair out earlier looking for this because I couldn't find it on Instagram. Thank you, Devin Kelly. Couldn't find it on Discord, and I realized it was in my Patreon DMs. So this was sent to me, and this is a link to the CRA site for the trust details. Let me just read this message, okay? So here it says, I did report them to the Competition Bureau. I also dug into the charity bullshit they claim. This is from Dave on Patreon. Thank you, Dave. Guys, join the Patreon if you want. The site does state if they are a registered charity. The numbers they state on Instagram and on their website do not line up at all. The only charity registered to WFG is WFG Charitable Trust. I found their information on the CRA website that a charity must produce a publicly viewable filing. It is very interesting because according to their records filed with the CRA, they reported Stollery 2018, $19,000, Stollery 2019, $20,000 and $16,000, nothing for 2020 or 2021, and nothing reported for 2022. They report holdings of over 400,000, but yet donate a small amount. So who pockets the $150 per person ticket for the gala? There was 400 people at this event, and some of the prizes for the silent auction were donated, and the audacity to offer up the this lakefront property in... Anyways, it's not important. I'll skip past that. Anyways, I've got lots of details and insights. Keep up the fight. They had a base shop event in Banff, $350 per person, 800 people in total, and every agent had to pay to attend, pay for their hotel and transportation, and even the meals. What company makes an employee, independent contractor, pay to attend a hoorah bogus event? Okay, amazing. Thank you for that great info, Dave. Amazing. And let's actually see if what he's saying is true. So here it is. Dude, the way you guys, I don't even have to do shit. The way you guys like dig for me and find shit is so dope, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's check this. Let's check this out. So this is the actual Government of Canada website page for the charitable trust of, as you can see, established 2005, private foundation, type of charity, blah, 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 WFG, cool. I don't even know how the fuck he found this, bro. Look, he went to CRA, Charities and Giving, search, insane. So let's see the full view of their 2018 period. Let's check this out. Okay. How am I even able to break this down? I think I should have gone quick view probably. Let's go quick view 2018. Here we go. Okay, reporting period ending 2018, February 28th. WFG Charitable Trust, nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the quality of life for individuals and families in local and global communities, blah, 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 blah. So here we go. Revenue, receipted donations, meaning actual accounted for donations, $49,000. And green means other revenue, and red means receipted donations. So 50,000, this was 49,000, this was 51%, and the all other revenue was 48%, 46,000, for a total of $96,000. Okay, so there's 100,000. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you, Social Loaner. If you guys want to support, the Streamlabs link that Social Loaner just donated to is for editor fees, so I can get some of these stream clips chopped up and posted to you guys while I'm working on something top secret behind the scenes. All right. Expenses. Gifts to other registered charities. There was 175,000 given, it says. So that's good. Actually, total 186,000. Great. We love that. So 186,000. Is somebody keeping a tally? Let's see. 186,000. Cool. Let's go to the next year, 2019. And 2019 says total revenue, total expenses given to, see here, receipted donations, non-receipted donations. I don't really know what the difference is between these, and other revenue. I don't know how they calculate it, but anywho, let's see how much gifts to other registered charities. 238,000. Let's see. Sorry, 237,830. 422,000. Total expenses. See, I'm not sure exactly what this means. Let's go 2019. Is it loading? 2019, 147,000. So I must be reading something wrong, because if I add up just 2018, 2019, and this second 2019 one, he says he's been doing it 12 years. And in the past 6 years, they're at almost 500,000. So, okay, then, where does it go from? 2018, that was 5 years ago. So, yeah, from 2018 to 2022, the numbers we should be seeing should be less than 500,000. But if I go ahead and I add 147 onto what I already have, it's way more than that already. So I must be reading something wrong. So let me go back to that Patreon message from Dave. Make sure my numbers match up with what he is saying. He said, here's the link to the CRA for the trust details. Okay, that's what I have. And he says, it's very interesting. According to the records filed with CRA, they reported Stollery 2018, 19,000. I see. Okay, I see what I've done wrong. So what I've done wrong is I'm using the quick view, and I should be using the full view in order to see the actual breakdown of where the specific monies went. So this is a much, much bigger document when I look at the full view, and I would have to find which exact drop-down menu it's in to see who's receiving the money. And I'm not sure how to do that. And I don't want to. Foundations. See, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I wish I knew how to read this the way Dave is. The site does state they are if they're a registered charity. Anywho, it's interesting because they reported their records to the CRA. They reported 2018 Stollery was only $19,000. All right, well, if we want to go down this entire drop-down menu so I can see, I'm not sure which drop-down menu shows who they gave the money to. Dave, if you're watching this, that'd be good if you could help me figure out how to read this. Anywho, I'm going to take Dave's word for it that he found the numbers that he is stating here in the message on Patreon. Stollery 2018, $19,000, and 2019, $20,000 and $16,000 respectively, and nothing yet reported for 2020, 2021, and 2022. If these numbers are accurate, then they are far, far, far below the $500,000 claimed amount that they donated. So, you know, it's those Canadian government sites are honestly a nightmare. Travel
to 50 countries from all the money I've saved from not joining a MLM.
Hey, amazing. Thank you, social owner. Dave Vaughn says, I believe I saw somewhere that WFG Corporate usually matches individual donations for this event. So this might represent half of what they raise in Edmonton. I see. What up, Tony Montana? Devin Kelly, thank you for joining. Executive Team Leader. Welcome, welcome. Marco doing more hit pieces, yeah. Forward that onto CRA. It's probably evidence. Is it illegal to say that you raised money you didn't actually raise, though? I don't know. Pretty sure receipted donations are for donations over $75, okay? That's when they would issue tax receipts when I used to donate when I was younger. I see. Keyword search Stollery in that tab. I got a T4 that said I made $500 from them, yet nothing came in my account. Of course. I'm waiting for your video on Unicity Feel Great System. Yep. I will definitely check that out. The Stollery is the hospital, the name of the hospital. Stollery Children's Hospital. Thumbs up the ting, by the way, y'all.
Thumbs up the king.
Tony Montana posting twice in a row. Happy anniversary to Avengers Endgame, even though it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And I let it slide the first time, and now it's a timeout. All right, well, until I figure out how to read that document, I don't want to waste your time poking through that document. But you know what? Here, I'll post the link to that. I'm so smart. Why don't I post the link to this filing in the Discord so that you guys can have it? And then if one of you guys wants to click around in there and show me exactly where they give the breakdown, that would be amazing. So I'm going to do that right now. Here we go. It's in the general tab. Somebody take a gander at this and let me know what you find. Please and thank you. Okay, thumbs up the ting. 260 people watching. And let me go and see this too. Okay. Control F and type stallery. Yeah, but there was collapsible. I know how to do that, Meek. But there was collapsible menus that I would have had to click and open. It didn't show me it there anyways. It wasn't there. All right, moving on. This is a link that was sent to me by Dave Vaughn. I actually have seen this video before, but I am going to I'm gonna humor you with this one for as long as I can. I can't promise how long I'm gonna make it through this, but this is the Star of WFG Part 3. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. Raja Dhaliwal. He is one of the top recruiters in Canada. His rags to riches story is that he was a cab driver and then he joined WFG, and of course it changed his life. And this is him at their 2022 event. Let's see what he had to say. Like he's Drake. All right, let's see.
In my opinion, he is WFG's MVP. Give it up for
Oh my God. The president. So getting demonetized for that music. Look, he dances like Trump. He dances the way Trump dances, just like. Imagine worshiping this dude.
Hey, just so you know, I won't be speaking on this stage without all of you. So, back in 2008, I came to this convention with a dream, but they did not let me inside the hall because of no registration. And I was standing at the door, but God has some big plans, and He always sends some uncommon thoughts into your mind. I said, do not let me in this year, but I will show you next year who was standing at the door.
Deep, Raja.
Some of you will be making those decisions today while you're sitting in this arena that you will be taking over this company in the coming 3, 5, and 10 years. So I appreciate each one of you. Just so you know, this physical image of Raja Dhaliwal that you see and you take pictures with. And I was telling someone that, you know, these pictures are not of physical body. These pictures which people take is of your focus, is of your discipline, is of your grind, what you did behind the scene. That comes in front of people. So, but I'll tell you, this physical image of Raja Dhaliwal has unconditional love of God behind this image.
Saying nothing so far. So far he said 0 things.
Unconditional love of my parents, my mom and dad, and I have behind this image that you see of Raja Dhaliwal is also unconditional love of our entire team. Let's give it up for our team. If they do not trust on myself. So I appreciate all of that. So you can write this down.
Write this down.
Life transforms
Write this down.
when you empower uncommon thoughts.
Life transforms when you... Okay.
Uncommon thoughts. And we all get these uncommon thoughts.
So true.
Your life experience is byproduct of thoughts that you give power to.
So true.
So you're all getting uncommon thoughts right now. Do you all agree with me on that? So, you can write this down, but uncommon
Write this
thoughts
down.
comes
Write this
from
down.
uncommon environment, like right now. So, always pray each and every day that God bless.
Let's get that video edited. Crazy how people believe these dudes. I started a business with $200 after coming out of foster care and homelessness. MLM is not the way people.
Yes, I love that. Thank you, Social Loner. I appreciate that, man. For real, you're the GOAT. That's amazing. Give it up one time for Social Loner. For real, for real. You are a G. But don't interrupt Raja Dhaliwal. Gotta write this down, guys. Write this down. Write this down.
Me with uncommon environment. And actually, he blessed all of you sitting in this room with that environment right now as I speak.
He's beyond physical. Yeah, his physical body's not even there, y'all. Imagine he had the same fit, but Air Force One's crazy. Spec says, Raja kind of drippy with it. Not gonna lie, that belt crazy. If he would touch my hand, I would never wash it, says Silicon Valley. So true. 7-Eleven managers. The fact that there's just somebody in my chat named 7-Eleven manager who pops up right now. 7-Eleven manager says Panjit Rockstar. Oh, not gonna lie, it looks lit AF. Cab driver, second most sleazy profession behind MLM. You guys are hilarious. He's like, this isn't even my final form. You guys kill me. Thumbs up the thing.
So the first biggest blessing which you get in life from God is the right environment. And every seed, just so you know, has a plant within the seed. Do you all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. But the plant only grows in the right environment. Similar to that seed, every human has its potential inside of them, but they only grow when they come to the right environment. And WFG is a great company, but more importantly, WFG provides the right environment, and that just lifts all of us up. So, right now, guys, in a few minutes, you all will be walking back, and you will be catching the flights, or you will be driving home, and I'll be telling you that this is a time to go inside of you, to make some strong decisions. Because strong decisions are required, followed by a major action, if you wanted to come across this stage in 2023. And how many of you are all in for 2023?
Double FG, says Johnny.
You're gonna come out. Recession. Write this down. For business owners and entrepreneurs, recession is the sowing time. Recession is the swing time. Rocky Shi showed his numbers that how he go after recession in 5 years, doubling and tripling. But this is a swing time. This is a capturing the moment right now. Right now you must pay attention to the swing part.
Go inside of you guys.
Why so? Because right now there is a lot of uncertainty in the market.
Uncertainty. I love when he said, go watch my WFG part 3 video. He's always saying uncertainty, uncertainty. Like uncertainty.
With me on that, uncertainty is out there. Okay. Number 2, right now there's a fear of recession. Fear of recession. This is capturing the moment. I will tell you, Victor Sanchez was talking about getting to 100,000 licenses by 2025.
Only go inside if you have IUD. Woo! Woo!
But I think we can do that in next 12 months.
People crying like he's Michael Jackson, just bitches like passing out and shit.
I said I have some godly waves going through myself right now.
Wow.
I'm just thinking this 100,000 that I can do in my organization only, and this company could be a lot bigger.
Wow.
People
Wow.
need help of all of us right now than ever before. So right now is the time to capture the moment. Uncertainty is there. Fear of recession is there. High inflation is there. High inflation. Whenever the high inflation is there, guess what the second thought people get? Is I need to increase my income to cope with this. Do you all agree with that?
Yes.
So, that is the opportunity. Unstable income is out there. Right now, people also have a fear that they might lose their jobs. So in this environment, this is a time to capture the moment. So just want you to know, you can write this down, you are sitting in this room is the most rich person.
Most rich person. Write this down.
Pay attention to this deeply. You are the most rich person. Why so? Because you have solution to all these problems like uncertainty, fear of recession, high inflation, unstable income. You have the solution for all these. Do you all agree with me on that?
Yes.
And write this down. Before you become rich in life, you must feel rich. Before you become rich in life, you
He was
must
so happy
feel
with-
rich. And I feel rich.
He was so happy with that bar. Like when Oprah said, "Were you silent or were you silenced?" One of my favorite clips.
Before you become rich in life, you must feel rich. And I feel rich. I said, I have a solution to these problems of people in my hand, in my capacity. It's in my pocket. I am the most rich person. I hope you feel the same way. Because this is a realization. Write this word down. Realization. It's not about the speakers who spoke over
Write
the
this
2
down.
days. They have delivered a very powerful message. But what is going to change your life is the message which you realize within.
I hope one of you guys is actually writing this down so that at the end, you can tell me the list of stuff you wrote down so that we can put ourselves in the shoes of one of the brainwashed people at this event to see how actually valuable what he said is.
So before you become rich, you must feel rich. This starts with a feeling. Coming in 2008, standing outside the door, I was feeling rich. I said, I got it. I have the power. I can do this. So, richness, write this down. Richness is internal, not external.
Write this down.
External is just an attraction to internal. You are rich in your thinking. You are rich in your language. You are rich in connecting with people. This is the richness. And that's where the self-improvement comes in. Like I came to this company from a taxi driving background 14 years back. What taxi driver has to do to close Las Vegas convention? Now write this down, guys. This is a time to tell the world they have underestimated the wrong person. So, richness is internal, not external. And external is just an attraction to internal. Future of entrepreneurship. I was discussing with one of the individuals. He said, in your company, I do not see anything tangible. It's all just you talk about it. And I don't see the physical, location. I said, I have offices. But he said, I don't feel like tangible. I said, just so you know, do you see anything tangible in Uber?
Whoa.
Do you see anything tangible in
Airbnb. Oh, he's going to say Airbnb next.
Amazon? I said this era of entrepreneurs is of intangible businesses. This is intangible business. Right now it's different. It's not you buying this machinery and you opening this location and you think you have a business. This is intangible business era.
They love to say that because their business is intangible, which, first of all, this is not new. Insurance has never been tangible. You have never been able to hold insurance in your hands. You can hold the piece of paper with the policy on it in your hands, but insurance itself, the act of fulfilling it, paying it out, whatever, is intangible. It always has been. Like paying your electric bill or your phone bill has always been intangible. It's not this revolutionary new thing. So I would be very curious to see how they would be, how this pitch has changed since 2005 or whatever, or 2008, before Amazon and Uber and Airbnb were as big as they are now. I would love for them to, show me what they were saying back then, because insurance has always been tangible. But of course, now that Uber and Airbnb and Amazon are a thing, they want to say that they're the same. Just like Nathan did this exact thing in my ACN video. You know what? My ACN video, I believe, is my most viewed video on this channel for a reason. Almost 700,000 views. Because he just checks every single box, from the fake backstory that was easily disproven to all of the false equivalences. Like, he just goes down the entire list. And, cut and paste, man. Duplication, as they say.
And we have it.
When is The Undertaker coming out? Yeah, it literally feels like a wrestling match. He's taking shots at the ops. So true. He's subbing everybody, dude. Emperor Palpatine. My pen's running out, yeah. When you write your presentation at 2:30 in the morning for your 8 a.m. class, yeah. The suit needs to be tailored, so true. My own cousin tried to scam me into joining this, but he never told me he worked for WFG, lost 160. Sorry to hear. His eyes are glowing.
Sitting in this room right now. I hope you realize that richness, and that will help you to lift up and elevate. Yeah.
What?
To lift up and elevate. Yeah.
That's the bar?
You know what I thought? Because June, my good friend June is really good at it. I appreciate those guys. Are you all ready?
Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt this segment, but Eliza, thank you, Eliza. She found it for me, the Stollery numbers, where it shows the donees, the people you've donated to. Stollery Hospital amount, 19,000, and then 2018, 20,000. Sorry, 2018 was 19,000, 2019, 20,000. Thank you for that, Eliza. I'm going to have to go back to that page and show it on screen, because if I don't, nobody's going to believe me. Tell me exactly, Eliza, tell me exactly how you got to that, because that's the page I was struggling to find. So please tell me exactly what you clicked to get to that, starting from this page where you go to the view. Was it full view? And then, you know, that's what I want to know. Please tell me. Please tell me. Oh, here it is. I'm so stupid. Okay, so these are all the different people they've donated to. And stall. Nope. Why am I not seeing it on here? Make a wish. Okay, I'll go to the previous page. Why am I not seeing it on here, Eliza? I saw it in the screenshots you sent me. Let me see. She said, anytime you need something during the stream, just send it over. Thank you. Anyways, tell me exactly how you got to that. What do I have to click? Because I need to show it on the screen.
Not the response of. Are you all ready? Okay, ready to elevate. So let me give you 5 things. The process to elevate after this convention.
Write this
Process
down.
to elevate.
Write this down.
First step of the process, put God first.
God first. I knew it. I knew it was coming. God first.
Let him be your pilot. So let me ask you a question. When he is on your side, who can stop him?
Nobody.
But do you just say it or you realize it?
Yeah.
It's a realization. Life is all about realization. It is all internal. So let me ask you, which life has the most peace, fun, and freedom? Childhood, adult, or old age? How many say childhood? Just so you know, when we were children, God is
Was that a dab? No, I think he was pointing up at the sky, but that might have been a dab. That would have been lit.
in charge. But when we become adult and old, mind become in charge.
D-Ice said, I was not able to locate your Discord. Link is in the description. Find the breakdown on donations. Go to full view and select the year like you did earlier. Scroll to the bottom and click link labeled form T1236. Thank you for the simple explanation. Okay, so full view. Let me go back. Uh-oh, who's that? Michelle.
So you will feel rich.
Yes, you will feel rich. Thank you. So let's go 2018, full view. And man said, scroll to the bottom, T123. Okay, here it is. This is it. The donees. Oh, is this the worksheet? I see. Okay. Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. Here it is. It says they donated $19,000. There it is. So in 2018, they donated $19,000. All right, let's go to 2019. Here's 2019. See how much they donated. Whoops. Full view, sorry, 2019. Scroll down. T1236, here it is. Stollery Children's Hospital, 20,000. Okay, y'all adding this up. So 19,000 plus 20,000. Let's go back. 19,000 plus 20,000. Let's see. Remember, we're looking to get to 500,000. Here we go. So we had 19,000, 20,000, 16,000. Here it is, Stollery. This is for 2019 part 2. 16,000. Add this up. Write this down. 16,000. Now let's go to 2020. Go to that same document. Thank you guys. It would have taken me forever to find this on my own. And Stollery, and nothing comes up for Stollery for 2019. Sorry, for 2020. Fucking hell. For 2020, 2021, or 2022. Let's see 2021. See if they filed for 2021. And nope, nothing. Okay, so we have 19,000 plus 20,000 plus 16,000, if I'm not mistaken, which brings us to 55,000. So we've been able to verify about 1/10 of the amount of money that Jarek and Co., I should say, claimed to have donated. So Morgan says, also, charity is a whole can of worms. It seems like they didn't use any of their own money, just money raised from others that makes them look good and is a tax write-off. Damn, 55K. Did they pledge it or donate it? Because those are different. Write it down. Yep. Damn, man. That's stinky, dude. Super stinky. So let me ask you a question. It's such a slimy thing to start with. Realizing things. Isn't that a Kardashian thing? Yes. That was Kylie Jenner. She's like, I feel like this is just the year of like realizing things. That's Raja Dhaliwal, for real. Thank you, Eliza. Damn. Maybe they pledged 500K. Nah, he said we're getting close to 500K in donations. Damn, dude. Glad you guys found that. That's amazing. And thank you to Dave on Patreon for even finding that. I didn't even know you could find that on like Government of Canada's website. Amazing. Tell the sick kids to feel rich. Yep. You didn't account for the likes and prayers. So true. All right, let's keep watching our boy Raja.
Now the mind is in charge. This is why all the suffering which
He's telling us the 5 things we need to elevate after this conference. So I hope you're writing this down. The first one was put God first.
facing is because of our thought process, our mind. But when God was in charge, when we were children, He took care of everything. He has given, everything. He has just lifted you up, and you don't know it. You were not even thinking at that time. So just believe in it, that put God first to process to elevate, because His way of lifting things up.
His shirt literally, God is lifting your shirt up out of your fucking belt, out of your pants, Raja Dhaliwal. Shit's about to come completely untucked.
Up is completely out of our thinking.
Completely out of my belt loops.
And He's always out of our thinking. His existence begins when your thinking stops. Are you all with me so far? Yes. Are you all excited?
Yes.
Okay, second step to elevate yourself. Keep the current baby uncommon thoughts alive.
What?
Current baby uncommon thoughts alive.
Keep
You all sitting in this arena, you're getting these baby uncommon thoughts that it's possible. How many of you start feeling coming to this arena, it's possible? Person is sane, but coming to this association, this environment, you have these baby thoughts that it's possible, that you have potential. that you can do anything. These are all baby thoughts, and these are out there. So who will elevate after this convention? Write this down. Those who will elevate who will keep these uncommon thoughts alive, feed them every day, and grow them. Because when you go and meet people, you present them to recruit them, it's not the physical body meeting people.
Oh.
It is one mind meeting the other mind. Just think it deeply. And whichever mind is stronger wins the meeting. Now, why sometimes you do not get to recruit somebody? Because the negative mind on the other side is more stronger than your positive mind. So you need to understand this internal game to win and
DI says WFG can technically say they donated X amount, but didn't say specifically which charity. No, they did say which charity, bro. I have the screenshot. All right? Go watch WFG Part 4. I showed the screenshot from Jarek's Facebook where he says that they've raised X amount for the stallery. Lie.
life and become the entrepreneur which you meant to be. So, and that's how you're going to change your life. So, what can feed these baby uncommon thoughts? Habit of consistent daily action. Make a decision, make a promise to yourself. I will start one appointment a day immediately after this convention without gap. That's what it takes. All it takes is one. And Mylett talk about the power of one more. But all it takes is one. Just make a decision, plant your flag that I'm going to do at least one appointment a day starting tomorrow morning. Are you all with me on that? So keep the current baby uncommon thoughts alive. Number 2. Number 3, be ready for adversity. Be ready for adversity. Because the environment out there is not safe. And just so you know, guys, in the recipe of success has adversity as an ingredient. And you cannot cook success without having that ingredient of adversity in it. You can't. Just understand it.
Oh,
so this is where the separation begins. This is where the elevation begins, when you are prepared to overcome any adversity which is coming your way. And how do you do that? Because you are owning a vision now.
Any adversity, right now, any adversity which is coming inside you.
Listening to all these speakers, you are renting a vision. And transformation begins when you own your own vision. It's all about ownership. That is number 4.
Own your ownership. Wow.
So you can write this down. So live your life as an owner. You know, we all have a choice every single day. We can be a renter or be an owner. Renter or owner.
All it takes is one. Turns into one appointment per day. That's 365, literally.
An entire life, it all makes the difference with your thinking. Are you thinking as a renter or an owner? Who has fear, renter or owner? Who has fear, renter or owner? Renter. Who has stress, renter or owner? So question is, are you the owner?
Yeah, owners don't have stress? Okay.
Are you the owner? Who is confident, renter or owner? Owner. Who is peaceful, renter or owner? Owner.
What the fuck? All right. I'm not even going to get into that nonsense, but go ahead.
So it's all about feeling that you are the owner, not the renter of this life. So once you become an ownership position, you realize you are an owner, and now owner is also who's responsible.
Exactly, Jimmy Moon. Adversity equals the financial loss you will inevitably experience. They know that, and they use this term adversity as like you should be motivated when you lose money. You should be motivated because you losing money is just like, you know, it's just the valley before you get to the peaks, you know.
Owner or renter? Now, when it comes to recruiting, licensing, building, you need to take ownership.
What up, Lens?
On it. It's all about taking ownership. So, it's all about you choosing to become an owner of your life, not a renter anymore. And number 5, for elevation, clearly design a plan of action before reaching home. You know what is the bridge from where you are and where you want to be? Do you know what is the bridge from your chair to this stage? Anybody wants to know, yes or no? Yes. 2 of you, yes or no? Yes. Okay, so this is a bridge. First step on that bridge is recruiting. Recruiting. Second step on that bridge is serving people, making sure we are achieving the mission, no family left behind. Third step is licensing. Fourth step is building trainers. So these 4 things make a bridge from wherever you are sitting in this arena to this stage. Recruiting, serving, licensing, and building trainers. And that is a clearly designed plan you need to have before you get home. Let me give you other secret of success. Anybody interested in secret? Yeah, always. People ask me after the meeting, give me one tip. I said, I don't know what I was doing on the stage. Okay, listen.
So disgusting. All these people claim to be anointed by God. That's what he led with. God first. And their, secrets. These are not secrets at all. God first, keep the baby uncommon thoughts, feed those uncommon thoughts, be ready for adversity, own your vision. That's the secrets? Those are the 5 steps to elevate? Fucking nonsense.
There are 2 roads which goes in world financial day. One road is from agent to entrepreneur. And this is how we can turn this to 100,000 licenses. Second road is from entrepreneur to agent. 95% people are on the road from...
The baby is for sacrifice. Yeah, there is a baby there. I can hear it crying. Imagine this is your earliest childhood memory, Lamau.
Agent to entrepreneur. And whoever has this thinking of agent to entrepreneur, they will be fixing outside things. What are those? I need to get my license first. I need to go out and learn the product. Yes, that's important. License is also important. But this is their thinking, because they are thinking as an agent. And
checkmate atheists, but when do we learn about insurance? Totally, man.
This is 95% people in this company who are running on this road from agent to entrepreneur. Now, when you come on this road from entrepreneur to agent, you go inside out. What does
literally imagine like Justin Bieber or Dua Lipa going on after him? That would be fucking hilarious.
that mean? Number 1 thing you work on as an entrepreneur is, what is my vision? What do I want it to create?
What is your vision, guys? Write this down. What is my vision?
Then after owning a vision, now you look into marketing system, you look into expansion, you look into all the other areas like licensing and products and everything else. So this is all thinking, guys. Which road are you taking right now? Agent to entrepreneur or entrepreneur to agent? Are you all with me so far? Are you getting the point? All right. So these are the 5 things, which is a process to elevate. So it's a time, guys. It's a time. It's a time for all of us right now to give a meaning to our life. To give a meaning to our life story. It is a time right now. It's a time to remove all the myths which people have about you by making that decision. It is a time right now to remove all the doubts which people have about you. It is a time.
Dude. Goodness. Goodness gracious, man.
Shut up, bitch.
All right, so the 5 steps to elevate. God first, keep the baby uncommon thoughts, feed them, be ready for adversity, own your vision, and I think the other one was have a plan. Earth-shattering stuff, guys. Earth-shattering.
Marco, play some more Marco.
Do you like me?
Billions and billions.
Rake the money in. Rake the money in. Wow. Diana says, I remember going from Toronto to Charlotte. to attend one of these events. No sleep, taking notes that are worthless, going home confused AF. Yep. Remember when I was doing my videos and Instagram campaign about a certain company in 2021? I won't say the name for legal reasons, but remember how I documented people in that company sleeping, like all sharing an Airbnb, and there was not enough rooms for everybody. So some people were literally sleeping on like pool chairs around the pool of the Airbnb. Like, those pool chairs that like you can lay down on. People were sleeping on those, sleeping on floors, spending their last dollars to get there, going homeless literally to get there. And you would have the leaders of the company saying, like, that was saying almost in like a charming way, like, oh, I remember those days, like reminiscing about it as though it was something good, as though it was like, oh, just part of the process, those good old days when we were in the trenches grinding. No, bro. Going homeless for a thing that is not even fucking paying you is not the way, bro. And you know what's funny too? This is another one of their false equivalences. Raja on stage here talking about being an entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur. You are not an entrepreneur. You don't own anything. And what they will say about people like Robert Fitzpatrick for years, they said he was like a conspiracy theorist, a kook, a hater, a loser. Robert Fitzpatrick is a self-published author who I'm sure is the owner of his own business as an accoutrement to his writing career, and I'm sure does just fine for himself. I am a business owner. All these things they claim to be, an independent business owner. I am an independent business owner. An entrepreneur. I would say I am pretty entrepreneurial. Having time freedom. I do have time freedom. I don't have to stream if I don't want to. And yet they would always say, hate never comes from above. Well, you're right. I agree. Hate doesn't come from above. What I'm doing is not hating. I'm trying to help you. And I would argue that help can come from above. Help can only come from above. You can't really be helped by somebody who is not in a position to help you, who is in a just as bad or a worse spot than you. So, but again, it's just the brainwashing is so powerful, It's insane. It's insane. Vision. It's like a widget. Yeah. 95% of this country living on death row. Yeah. I want to see him say, so good, and Chef's Kiss. Opening for Nickelback. Insane. Yeah, Pitbull comes out right after he's done. They make it seem like it's supposed to be some rapper or something come up story. Nah, it's because you never end up coming up. And if you do, it's not sustainable unless you're in the company. Yep. You have passive income too. That's another one, Johnny. Yeah, I do have passive income. I put out a YouTube video once, and it keeps bringing in bread, keeps bringing them super chats, them Patreon subs, But do you make money from your phone? Yeah, I do. But did you turn your phone into an ATM? But did you turn the pandemic into a bandemic? All the shit, the cringe shit that I saw in 2021. I remember some woman on Instagram in 2021. She said, the only school that my baby is going to be attending is I Am Academy. Fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How many people have I actually saved from MLM scams? I don't know. Go through my channel and search the word saved and see. Control F and see. For sure, thousands. That Raja speech made me really want to watch a Gregg Strynadka, WFG. Let's just search that. His talks on the stage are really good. Let's see. Oh, this is a Zoom call.
Cannot speak French for all of you tonight. Donc,
had down through
yesterday, or I had a bad morning, or it's okay. I'm here.
So I wanted to point out something else too. If you guys will humor me for a second here, both Jarek and Gregg have this feature that I have noticed among many high-ranking MLM members in my day. And I've been hesitant to talk about this ever before because it is sort of, I like everything that I do to be rooted in facts and logic and provable data. And what I am going to talk about here is sort of, it's more speculative. There's a lot of those pseudoscience body language videos that are out there. And you could easily dismiss this and categorize this as that. But it is something that I've noticed, and I think it is worth mentioning because I do think there's something to it. Can I back it up scientifically? No. Feel free to disregard this. This is something that I call the MLM dead eyes. And this is not about somebody's physical facial features in any way. I hesitated to bring this up because I know some people might try to say that I'm being racist, talking about somebody's eye shape or structure, like Jarek, who is Asian. That's not what I'm doing at all. I am talking about the way in which the person holds their face and just sort of, when somebody looks tired and when you can see in someone's eyes, like when you can see in a kid's eyes that they're ashamed of something or they're hiding something. Gregg has this. Jarek has this. Gregg has it even worse than Jarek, which makes sense to me. Many of them have it. Many of the people that I have spent excess time watching, looking at their Instagrams, their YouTube videos, have this thing, and it is like so uncanny. If you were to watch this video, if you can do this on your phone, just with your finger, cover up the lower half of Gregg's face, and you would not be able to know or tell what kind of expression he is making. And this is true whether he is smiling, whether he is frowning, whether he is focused. Same thing with Jarek. If you cover up the lower half of their face, their eyes are all like this, dead. But if you were to remove the hand, and the great opportunity we have, some of our people go on trips, it's very nice, but here it's nothing. Here it's just dead. And so I call this phenomenon the MLM dead eyes. And it's almost like the 1,000-yard stare. Let me pull this up. So the 1,000-yard stare, this famous image here. Soldiers who have been traumatized by war, PTSD, they get these huge, big eyes, 1,000-yard stare. Or, let's see if I search soldier before 1,000-yard stare, before and after. And look how, oops, did I not click enter? How war changes a person's face. This is a very famous image too. A young man before and after the war, and afterwards you can see he's young still, but it's just, his face has just been warped by what he's seen. Here's another great example, the 1,000-yard stare. Again, do I have the scientific whatever to back this up? I do not. But I think if you watch Gregg, you watch how he speaks. Look, he's being emotive.
Human.
He's being emotive. He even smiles at points, but his eyes never actually change. His eyelids are always baggy. He always looks tired. And if you cover it up, if I do it right now, it just strikes me as the eyes of somebody who is riddled with guilt. Look, even when he smiles there is no change. No change at all. And it's really, really eerie stuff, man. Look, that's a great shot right there. Look at this shot.
So his question is about what's your vision for the industry right now for Quebec as it's growing very quickly, and most importantly the team, and what's your vision for all of that, and also closing words, special words, if you want to add anything that you think fitting.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's so much fun to talk about the future, and especially when we think that most people at most jobs, and probably even in most businesses, they don't have those types of conversations. And
anyways, again, it's pseudoscience what I'm talking about. It's unsubstantiated, but I hope you guys can maybe see what I'm talking about. You know. Morgan says it gets more sinister when you think about the fact that they could get speakers to actually teach people about marketing stuff, but they choose to have motivational speakers who give zero value. And it's the people who are in the company, you know? Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Yeah. Can't comment on that legal action BG215, unfortunately, but yeah. I have heard of Cutco, yes. I'm reading you guys' comments. They have no life in them. Yes, yes. It's the cult of personality. It's the cult personality. Jehovah's Witnesses have the exact same speech patterns. Yeah, man. It's like the real them is suppressed underneath. It's sad. They look empty inside. The cult eyes, yes. They're on autopilot and just say the same shit every time, which is, I think, why he just looked straight at the floor when I confronted him. They're blocking their real emotions. Their eyes don't have a soul. It's like no emotion is coming through, yes. They all display a mimic of what a happy face looks like, draped over pure selfishness and malice. I agree. There's rumination behind those eyes. I'm reading your guys' comments. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Spooky shit, man. Specs making it up, yeah. Fake it till you make it, hee hee. Where's my hee hee button? Jimmy says, I hate smiling if I know it's not showing in my eyes because I know people will see it's fake. Totally. Joey says, I've noticed that everything related to every MLM, from presentations to websites, communication, leaders, infrastructure, all has the tinge of low quality to it. Totally. Even the stuff they wear, the way they talk, the way their eyes. Become a literal imposter until you convince yourself, yeah. His sniffling and nose movement looked sus. What show is it where they blow up a picture and show the eyes and then smile and the entire face together? I'm not sure. You're describing the body language and facial expressions of someone who's disingenuous and disconnected from what they're doing. I've never included any sort of like discussion of this dead eyes phenomenon in any of my videos or streams before because I just know that I can't like substantiate it scientifically or logically, and I want my videos to be rooted in like the real world. But I think it's just something people would know. Yeah, Devin, they look lobotomized. Yeah, they look like they've been through some horrible trauma, tragedy. And I guess, you know, the slow realization that you are fucking people over and lying to people has to do something to you if you ever had any semblance of a soul ever. You know? The lights are on, no one's home. Yeah. Sociopaths, the way they won't bother to learn to use the PowerPoint. They look so dead with the fake smile. 250,000 years of dealing with each other made us pretty good at detecting when someone is shady just by their face. So true, so true. I always notice that my upline's pupils never changed size, says Michelle. Ugh, doesn't it just give you the heebie-jeebies, man? All right, let's go back to this. Let's go back. Executive Vice Chairman, that's his rank. This is from 2017. What a celebrity. What a star.
Good morning. I am absolutely thrilled to be spending this time with you this morning. My name is Gregg. I'm with you all the way from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Do I have This feels unbelievable to be on stage. It is a real honor. Can I get my first slide, please? I want to spend a couple of minutes and talk to you about my journey through...
There's a better quality video. I want to find it. They might have taken it down though since 2019 when I made my first videos about WFG. They tightened some shit up, and there's less Gregg Strynadka content on there. I think it was actually a Facebook video. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, it's deleted. Amazing. This is the video I'm looking for.
You just need to stick it out, and you need to find a way, and it's tough. And remember this, you guys, for me anyways, I learned more from my challenges than I did my successes. More from my challenges than my successes. Try to trick yourself into enjoying the things that are hard and the things that don't go right.
Again, just the same fucking mindless drivel. Let's check it out.
World Financial Group, just a little bit. Can you go back, please, one slide? If you would have met me 15 years ago, it's very likely that I would have been pouring you a smoothie at a smoothie shop. That's what I used to do 60, 70 hours a week. My family bought a franchise.
This, by the way, Gregg is so funny to me. Gregg Strynadka is so funny to me because his Regs to Riches story is literally his family was wealthy enough to buy a Booster Juice franchise, more than one. Go back.
Shop. That's what I used to do 60, 70 hours a week. My family bought a franchise.
His family bought a franchise, a Booster Juice location, at least one that we know of. And his Regs to Riches story is that he was a straight white male in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, working at the Booster Juice his family owned. Oh my God, my heart goes out to him. The struggle, you know?
My mom and dad thought that was going to be the way to get our family financially free. We couldn't have been more wrong in terms of how that worked out. I found myself having no money and no time, and just in general, not the kind of life that I wanted. And I remember coming to Las Vegas in summer of 2003 for my first convention. I had one person on my team.
2003, bro, so 20 years, dog.
I wasn't licensed, he wasn't licensed. I had no money. I was eating 2 to 3 slices of cheese pizza a day as my food because it was the cheapest thing that I could get.
He acts like he's poor. He acts like he was fucking poor.
Food court at the hotel, and today we come back and our team, Team Dynasty, is over 600 strong. Are there any of you in the house today? Andrea and I love and appreciate you so much. But the journey was not without challenges. Licensing took 8 months, and in Canada it takes a normal person usually 1 to 2 months. Experienced the same ups and downs. For instance, probably the toughest for myself, one of the closest people to me in my life at the time, was not just negative about WFG, but he was as negative as you could possibly be. Can anybody relate to that? Anybody tell you, that's not going to work, why are you doing it? You're not a financial advisor, that company's not even going to pay you, and on and on and on. Happened to be my roommate. Does anybody recognize the name Al Bundy? Al Bundy, what's Al Bundy famous for? Selling shoes, right? So my friend that lived in my basement of my house that I bought was my Al Bundy sitting in the basement. He would come home from selling shoes all day.
So wait a minute. You were eating 3 slices of cheese pizza a day because it was the cheapest option while pursuing WFG. Meanwhile, you had a roommate who you were renting to who lived in a house that you bought and owned? So you couldn't have been doing that bad financially if you owned a house.
Miserable, and he would do everything he could to attack what I was doing and belittle me. And I just want you to know that you fight through all of that stuff. You know what's best for you. He wasn't going to write a check to support my family in retirement, so I couldn't listen to him. And I took all that negativity, and we parted ways. I didn't see him for probably 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
And let me guess, when you saw him next, he was a fat fucking loser and you were rich and he sucked your dick because you were Gregg Strynadka, the millionaire now. Am I onto something? Let's watch.
I bumped into him a couple of years ago now at a hockey game in Edmonton.
He's like, and this is him. He shows a picture. It's like the Crypt Keeper.
And we started chit-chatting a little bit, and he looked at me kind of seriously and he said, Greg, I know how things are going for you at WFG. And I said, oh yeah, things are great. I mean, I wanted to just lay it all on him. Listen to what my life is like now, you joker. But I didn't. I took the high road.
You joker. Dude, imagine Greg actually trying to be aggressive. It would be the fucking cutest thing.
At that time, I don't Maybe I haven't always, but, and he said, I know how things are going for you at WFG. I know you're making all this money. I know you're traveling the world. And I want you to know that if anybody ever talks to me about WFG, I tell them I know you, and I tell them it's not a scam. And that's the joker that was this.
Yeah, it's not a scam. So it's not a scam because you know the guy who made money off of it. Imagine that there was somebody out there right now who's like, oh, dude, Bernie Madoff definitely wasn't running a Ponzi scheme. I know Bernie. He made a fuck ton of money. It's like, these people act like because there are folks that make money that it's not a scam, when the whole purpose of a scam is for a few people to make money. It just, I mean, this is, you got to be careful. I do not recommend you start a YouTube channel doing what I do. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to make sure I have no competition. I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to be the biggest regardless. I'm just saying this will drive you mad. This can, and if you let it, will drive you mad. Believe me.
To taking me out of the business when I was brand new. So you guys...
Jared says, quote, I could afford to eat out every day and was only able to buy a 2-bedroom house. Feel bad for me. Yeah. And my parents had a Booster Juice franchise. My life fucking sucked. And my roommate was correct in telling me it was a fucking pyramid scheme.
Fight through that stuff.
What a hero, Gregg. You honestly... It reminds me of that scene in The Revenant where Leonardo DiCaprio had to fight a bear. That's what Gregg's story reminds me of. The fucking struggle you had, Gregg. Really. Somebody give this guy a Purple Heart from the military for what he had to go through.
I want to talk a little bit about what I did. My theme is going all in, and there's going to be some things.
Morgan, imagine you're at an Apple convention, and they're talking about the release of the new iPhone, and they're like, also just want to mention this isn't a scam. It's like they are acutely aware of the word that's out there about them.
There's give and take in this world, and I want you to know you don't have to do what I did. However, if you want to be a millionaire and you want to be financially independent, you're probably going to have to do some version of some of the things that I talk about this morning. Here's a great quote. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice.
Ooh, bars, Gregg. Gregg's spitting that hot heat right now.
What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up, so to speak? So for myself, I didn't have a TV for about 5 or 6 years.
Oh, he didn't have a TV, you guys. Oh my God. A moment of silence. A moment of silence for our fallen soldier, Gregg Strynadka. He had nothing except a Booster Juice that his parents bought. Reminds me of when Trump was like, a small loan of $1 million. And a house that he owned with a nasty tenant. His best friend, his roommate, telling him WFG was a scam. But he made it, guys. He made it. And he didn't even have a TV for 5 years, this poor guy. You don't know struggle. You don't know pain until you've been what he's been through. You don't have to go through what he went through. I wanted it to be easier for you than what I had to go through. Can't make this fucking shit up. What a clown.
So for myself, I didn't have a TV.
Yeah, people are dying, Kim, literally.
For about 5 or 6 years. Now it sounds dumb to say I gave that up, but it's normal. Everybody has a TV. I didn't have a TV for 5 or 6 years. So I'm a normal human being. If I did, I probably would have gone home and turned the sports highlights on probably just about every single night. What did I do instead? I read good books. That helped me keep a pace of personal development of about...
Kids in Africa are told to be grateful because there's a homeowner named Gregg in Canada. So true.
A book a week for 2 to 3 years because I didn't have a TV. I didn't play golf. I love to play golf. Cam Agnew will tell you I'm not very good at it. It's totally true.
Cameron Agnew, Gregg's little lap dog who fucking suckles at Gregg's teat at every opportunity, introducing Gregg as one of the top entrepreneurs in Canada who earns a multiple seven-figure a year income. Lie.
But I'd rather be rich than good at golf. But I gave up golfing. For 6 or 7 years. I said, I'm not playing golf till I get to CEO. and there was a WFG trip to Pebble Beach, one of the nicest golf courses in the entire world. I wasn't the CEO yet, so guess what? I didn't play. I went and hung out at Pebble Beach with everybody, beautiful resort, all of that sort of thing, but didn't play.
And he also still went on the trip. I just went and hung out and lounged out on the beach and fucking drank strawberry daiquiri and margaritas and pina coladas, but I didn't play golf, so I really had to hold back and sacrifice because I knew it was the only way, guys.
I stuck to that. And activity-wise, I want to try to give you something at least just a little bit tangible. It's difficult to give a lot of tangibles in just a real quick talk, but I think it's so important that you absolutely have to have a simple, clear, burning desire as to why you're going to do this, why you're going to put in the hard work to get where you're trying to go. Do you notice how I said simple and clear? It's not complicated. Should you have a big business plan and all that kind of stuff? Absolutely. But I'm talking about just something simple that fires you up. For me, I hated my day job, going to run our smoothie shop, 60, 70 hours a week, in there at 6:30 in the morning every day, sometimes working 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, depending on how nice it was outside, and it was eating me alive.
Why would the weather outside depend anyways?
But I had to go and do that every single day. That was my burning desire, was to be able to make enough money at WFG so that I could get in control of my life and not have to go and do that every single day. So I want you to have an extremely clear, very simple desire. Just in rapid fire, and I just, a couple things. It's just so worth it to do this and work hard. If I knew how worth it was, I would have found a way to work even harder than I did. And almost, I think 99% of these pictures I go through are just within the last 12 months. Keep in mind that just 14 years ago, I came to Vegas, nobody on my team, no money. My after-tax paychecks from our store were $1,100 every second Friday. My tax slip from the government that year said I made $32,000. And now when the company pays us our bonus cycle, my single paycheck in a month is often more than that yearly income that I was making before this company. And where else is this happening, by the way? Normal people.
Says every MLM company ever. We're the greatest company in the world. Never forget that. Where else is this happening? Only in this company. This is an actual cult tactic, making people believe that that salvation is only attainable through you and your cult.
Working hard and building a business and earning.
There are many people, Greg, who earn 6 figures a year that are not in multi-level marketing.
That kind of income and lifestyle. A little bit of rapid fire here, going to the Masters a few months ago with some of my best friends. Daddy-daughter weekend. I could stand up here and talk about this for an hour, but I try to send my...
Shame on you, Greg. Shame on you. Are you going to recruit your daughter's classmates when they graduate from high school and their classmates are looking for an opportunity? Are you going to use your daughters to poach them? Is there a line? Is there a line you won't cross? Is there still a soul in there? Knock, knock. Greg, hey, instead of Greg the pyramid scheme hawker, can I get Greg the spoiled rich kid whose parents had a booster juice? Are you still in there? Was he ever a human?
My wife away once or twice a year, A, because she deserves it, B, because I get to spend a special weekend with my girls. In Edmonton, we have this crazy mall, West Edmonton Mall. We go get a hotel room there, and for a couple of days, we basically just do whatever they want to do for 2 days. My favorite weekend.
Really? You're a millionaire, and you only give your daughters 2 days of the whole year to do whatever they want? Even regular people go on vacation for like more days out of the year than that, bro.
Of the entire year, World Cup of Hockey, Madison Square Garden Rangers game, New York Stock Exchange, taking the girls to the American Girl doll store in Scottsdale at Christmas time. If you're not prepared to spend a lot of money, don't do that.
Greg, you are so funny and relatable.
Little girls, my superheroes, my wife and I at the Ronda Rousey fight in this arena, taking my family to Disneyland.
Just literally rapid fire flexing. That's all this was.
And Hawaii, I'll just all the way over to Dream Car. This is why I do this now every single day.
Is it the red Tesla?
Over to Dream Car.
Go back.
Taking my family to Disneyland, Hawaii. I'll just all.
Yeah, that's the red Tesla that I seen at the office.
The way over to Dream Car. This is why I do this now every single day, is because of the incredible lifestyle.
Joey K says, I had a distant relative who spent a winter living in a hole in the ground with her kids back in like the 1800s. And it was recorded that she actually said, "At least I have it better than Gregg." So true. Silicon Valley says, quote, "For me, I hated my day job, working indoors, making $11 smoothies, but I loved feet. So I wanted to make enough money to stand on mine. To not stand on mine, but enjoy others." So true. Yeah. It's sick to talk about how much money you have and the people you scammed cheer. Literally insane. Literally insane. He said hotel. There's a hotel in West Edmonton Mall. Actually, the Fantasyland Hotel, which is where I went to go into the gala when they were setting up in WFG4.
That I want to have with my girls. My wife is here today. I love you so much. Thanks for everything that you do. And
thanks for looking into my eyes, even though they're dead and emotionless.
This lifestyle I'm describing can be yours. Work hard. Don't listen to the naysayers. I love you all. It's a pleasure to be in business with you. Have an awesome day.
Wow, Tony Robbins too. Silicon Valley says, "I heard the troops scrambled on the beaches of Normandy. We're really grateful that they could be there when they thought about Gregg Strynadka working inside all day making smoothies." Yeah. Brag, brag, brag. Look what I have and you're all paying for it. Yeah. Yeah. He does it every single day, so where's the freedom? Hey, you're a naysayer. They're blocking you out, bad dog. You're a naysayer. His girl's rags to riches story. I was raised in a cult. Straight up. Do you think he keeps his uncommon baby thoughts alive? Yeah, it's the original Model S, I believe. Gregg Strynadka, I got to find more of his speeches because he really, I mean, he's just one of the worst, man. He's just one of the worst. See if I can find... oh, there's another one of Raja speaking at Breakthrough Convention 2017. I think that's the same one. There's got to be more Gregg Strynadka. Greg Cap, yeah, you sure do that. They deleted a bunch, bro. I can tell. They deleted a bunch. Ooh, this is a good one. We should do a stream going through this playlist. I've included some of these clips in my WFG3 video, but he talks about, it's an Ed Mylett training course for WFG. Finishing sentences with a question, preconceptions, no time to discuss, no time to dedicate, multi-level Ed Mylett, can't sell. Here's a good one. Look how deceptive this is. Is this
multi-level marketing?
How do you feel about multi-level or network marketing?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hear you. Is it your concern that we're talking about doing something where we're going to recruit a bunch of friends and family and get them into a business? And
notice he didn't just answer the fucking question. He didn't just say yes or no. How do you feel about that? So that he can tailor it his way.
You're going to buy all these products they don't need, and then your reputation is going to be trashed forever.
Yes.
I know exactly how you feel. Believe me when I tell you that is not something my wife and I would want to get involved with either. And it was one of my initial questions.
Literally, not even up to interpretation, just literal lying.
This whole recruiting conversation and coming to business with me sounds a little bit like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
And of course, they had to use a black couple for this fucking commercial.
I want you to know very clearly that's not the case. We're in an industry that requires licensings and exams and a very extensive training program.
Yeah, because if you get licensed and you pass an exam, that means that you're never going to commit a crime, right? That's like saying if I pass the driver's license exam, it guarantees that I'm never going to have a driving infraction. It guarantees I'm never going to speed. Oh, no, I assure you. I would never speed. I would never do a hit and run. I would never drive drunk because I studied very hard and I'm licensed and I've passed an exam. Fucking nonsense.
And there's a screening process to even get associated with us in the first place. So absolutely.
There is no screening process. Do you have a beating heart? You can work for WFG.
No means that is not.
Yes, Ed Mylett also does have the dead eyes.
The case. I want you to have no concerns about that. Does that make sense?
Does that make sense with you guys? Well, if you say no, now the burden is on you. You're the one that looks stupid.
Yes.
Okay, great. That's a very important question. I want you to notice when they initially asked me, is this a network or multi-level marketing kind of a company? One of the important things I didn't do is immediately say no. And because I don't know how they feel about that. They may feel great about the fact of network marketing or multi-level marketing. They may have had a good experience or heard of success stories or something of that nature. So I want them to tell me. The other reason is, if I say no, that's a statement. And so what you're going to do is ask me another question, and you're going to be even more skeptical. And so what I did is I agreed with you. I asked you how you felt about it, and then you saw the strategy there because it's true. I came back and said, I know exactly how you feel, and this is important. What they really feel is that we're going to get them involved in some...
No, Gregg's booster juice, I'm pretty sure, was in West Edmonton Mall. There is a booster juice there.
Something that is not going to represent their family and represent their reputation. And so that's why I said, is your real concern more that we're going to, and then I went into what it was, which we all know is the real concern when someone asks that question. And the fact that you say the concern before they say it, the fact that you bring up the real objection, their objection is in network marketing. Their objection is how they're going to look and how they're going to perceive and what it is. You take away the objection. Once you get how they surfacely feel about it, you take away the objection by being the one to bring up how they really feel. And then in their minds, they're saying, well, my gosh, this guy knows exactly how he feels, because we've all felt that way. We've all had that question go.
I hope everybody here, I hope this goes without saying, that what he's describing here with this fucking shit-eating smirk on his face is lying. It is a lie of omission, and it is manipulating language, literally manipulating the person across from you to get them to say yes to you in a deceptive way. This is the opposite of honesty. He even says in this short clip, I didn't know how they felt about it, so I wasn't going to answer the question. Why would that matter if you're an honest person?
Going in. And then I let them know, look, I know exactly how you feel. The fact that we're doing this recruiting process certainly sounds similar, doesn't it? And then I assure them that we are not one of those things, and that we are a regulated business. It requires licensings and exams. And
nonsense.
Et cetera, as you saw. So be important to confirm it, and then be important to help them know that you understand what they're thinking and how they're feeling, and that you thought that same thing yourself initially. And you'll overcome that objection.
So there's a whole series of videos in this playlist on it. Maybe we'll do that. We'll watch that on the next stream. Actually, the next stream, Friday, I have a debate with a member of PHP, which is basically just an offshoot of World Financial Group, Patrick Bet-David. I'm sure you guys all recognize this guy here. Patrick Bet-David. He has a podcast, great podcast, actually. Great podcast, frankly, so true. And has a YouTube channel, Valuetainment, and he has some good videos, honestly. But he used to be in WFG, and then he branched off and started his own, basically copy-paste of WFG called PHP, People Helping People. So deceptive, so disgusting. And I will be doing a debate with a member of PHP on Friday, so long as he doesn't flop. He was very vocal in my TikTok comments and said that he wanted to have a conversation. And of course, my platform is always open to anybody that wants to talk about MLM. So yeah, from the other side, that is. I'm going to read your comments here. Let's see. Gregg may as well be saying, here's how I spent all your money. Yep, totally. So his wife is also brainwashed. Does she hate hearing about his job, or does she not care and is hanging on purely for the shit he buys her? Who knows? I get the same feeling looking into his eyes that I do when I look at those dead fish on ice in the grocery store. Same. Standard scam polo shirt from Ed Mylett. How to manipulate people 101. Doesn't it? Yeah, doesn't it? Isn't it? Does that make sense with you guys? Right? Right? Fucking scam language. I got a liquor license, so I'll never get drunk. Yep. What up, Karidna? Peace out. What up, Hakukale? Even if you didn't have a beating heart, they'd hire you. Yep. What up, Tenzing? Network or multi-level marketing, kind of a company. Yeah, nice verbal qualifying to allow more room for lying. So true. What is a booster juice? It's like a Jamba Juice. It's like a smoothie place. Expensive smoothies. Teaching people to live a life without integrity and manipulate others into doing what you want them to. Exactly. So true. So true. No, Friday, 2 days away. I worked at Jugo Juice a while ago in a hospital food court. Saw some wild shit there, but also drank a lot of juice and smoothies. Yeah. You probably had a good health at that time. PHP the drug? No. You should have the guy who did a hit piece on your channel. Who was that again? Somebody did a hit piece on me? Dude, there's a couple people actually who have hit pieces about me. Always Marco. Wrong. I'm just going to search that and see. There's people who have videos about me on YouTube, which are really interesting, actually. If you just search Always Marco, a bunch of my videos come up, obviously. But then there are people, and you know what's funny is this one also comes up, is Multi-Level Marketing a Scam by Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey, huge MLM shill, unfortunately. And yeah, what's this guy up to? He made a video about pyramid scheme. All right. Let's see. I know there are videos about me. What a great shot. I'll try and find some. It's like showing all my streams and stuff. There's me with CoffeeZilla on the drip. Again, I've been on there a few times. Me with CoffeeZilla again.
Gotta post.
Oh, this one was good. This guy reacting to my video about Jason Brown from IM. That was a really good one. That was a classic video. I bodied that. What's this? The end of Always Marco? This is crazy.
I'm gonna edit that joint up. Yeah.
Oh no.
Or post, or I want you to know that I.
What up?
Like
what's Chris saying?
Defending a taking action.
And see what he's talking about.
Yeah, let's see what he's talking about.
But that's tough, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't the video I was expecting from you, my guy. Like, but I'm glad you're gonna keep fighting. You feel me? And just do your thing, bro. You feel me?
Total nonsense video. That wasn't what I was expecting. You feel me? But I'm gonna keep supporting you. You feel me? Gotta love it. You've got to love it. Me with CoffeeZilla again. I got a bunch of videos with CoffeeZilla on the drip. I can't find. There was a couple. Oh, here we go. I think this guy breaks down why I'm wrong. Wow, Chris has another video about me? Dude, this guy has so many videos about me. How did I not know about this dude's channel? What if I just search Marco on his channel? Jason Brown. This one about IM. Damn. Chris.
Yo,
restrained, nor am I an actor.
I'm getting interested in this shit, bro.
This guy is hilarious.
Churn through hundreds of
Find comfort.
Superficial.
Sometimes here online, and it's a heartbreaking. It's not the echo thing of your book. His breakdown is gonna be like, damn, I feel you on this, bro.
It's all relatable. With whatever company you've been a part of.
Damn, this guy has a whole channel reacting to my channel.
Hold on, y'all see me? Y'all see the new braids? Wifey just did that. All right, got the lighting, got everything ready. All right, let's get it. Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy 3J, and thank God for another day. Hey, look, man, we got Infiltrating a Pyramid Scheme Part 2. And we got my boy Always Marco.
This was uploaded not even a month ago, bro. No, a month ago.
In the video presenting this to us, I'm about to tell y'all my experience with WFG while he explains his experience in WFG.
Anybody to have cameras in our office, though.
I make
part in the East in the U.S. away from his friends just to be closer to his mentor.
Shout out to this dude, man. Jay Reacts, 9 subscribers. Shout out to Jay. Appreciate you. I like how this guy replaced Robert Fitzpatrick in the thumbnail and put himself. That's cold, actually. Man, oh man. That is dope. That is dope. I love when I see people make reactions or whatever with my stuff. I especially like the debunking videos or the takedown videos. I know there was more, but I can't find them. I cannot find them.
We lose Glenn, he's going to be disconnected forever.
Yeah, so let's just wrap it up. Glenn, thanks. You know, I think your experience and expertise is tremendous in this area. Right reasons, which is, again, DC
A Scott and Peter clip. I love it.
enforce the law. To me, that's the right way to go.
Thank you, Tenzing. Yeah, World System Builders, more called like, yep.
DC.
And we're going to see how we all shake out this vaccine thing and this.
Uh-oh. See, it's dangerous to even play them on here because they're going to be talking about the vaccine or something. I love it. I love it. I'm just obsessed with finding clips. Oh, Jerry Blanco. Okay. Let's see this.
Fucking steal them, bro.
What is this channel? Me donating foreskin to Always Marco. Always Marco, do donos give you bonos? What is this? Hold up. What is this, bro? Oh, I gotta bring the Hartej office background back. Mod ship has earned foolish mortal. Thank you, Beetlejuice. People in MLM have long foreskin. Hilarious. Suppressing Peter. Just glazing past it. Oh, good God. Fuck. What up, Beyond? All right, let me do what I said I was gonna do and read your comments, and then Patrick B. David. Yeah, that's how he says it. B apostrophe David. LaDonna Hightower says, I stayed for a year trying to work the business and stay in personal integrity. I got out because personal integrity isn't pushed as much as recruiting and commissions. Well, yeah. Glad you got out of there. Remember Peter and Scott said you did a hit piece. Oh, yeah, the guy who I did the hit piece on, who actually commented from another channel on that stream like the next day and was like, nice try, because Scott and Peter went and commented and said, Marco did a hit piece on you, and then he commented from another channel being like, nice try. But I'm still in Herbalife. Dave Ramsey himself is not a pyramid scheme, Aaron. No, but he defends MLMs as though they're legitimate. WFG Part 3 you can watch through the Discord. I have a secret, sneaky, unlisted link there if it's blocked for you on the main channel. Marco watching some dude reacting to Marco who is reacting to some other video, yeah. Jerry Blanco, I seen you. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I'm good. I hope you enjoyed this live, and I'll be back on Friday. Thank you guys for all the support. If you want to join the Patreon or become a member, patreon.com/alwaysmarco, or go to my channel page on YouTube and click join. It should be right next to the subscribe button. And if you want to drop a one-time dono on the Streamlabs, the link is there. And if you want to buy Ponzi-nomics using one of my affiliate links, audiobook or physical copy, I have the links for Canada and the US in my description. And yeah, good shit. I'm still working. These past few days, I've really been making good progress on a secret big project that I've been working on. And yeah, debate on Friday. The stream on Friday is going to be earlier at 5 p.m. because I'm going to go watch my, I'm going to go babysit my nieces at 8 p.m. So normally I would start at 7. That's not going to leave me enough time. So I'm doing it at 5, and we're going to do this debate. And I'll see you guys in the Discord where the party never stops. And we keep talking and posting memes and having fun in there. So appreciate you. Yes, best cult ever. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you on Friday. All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Marco.
Peace.